Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi. I'm finally back in Avalon. It's been so long. And yes, in the last episode of Avalon, we finally met up with Da Vinci. Yes, Da Vinci. Da Vinci and her new job. We also found out that Castoria is a chosen one in the legend, that Oberon is broke, he owes everyone money, and that the pretty lady wants us to prove ourselves worthy, so then that way she'll let us ring the bell. But first we must find Mash. Hopefully she'll be here. But yo, we gotta win the pretty lady's favor. Oh, Coral, if only she loved me too. Maybe I'll win over both pretty ladies' favors. They'll both love me, yes indeed. I believe. And I'll just leave these craft essences on, because why not? Like, they're decent. And let's just bring Mole around just for funsies. Like, heck, I did not expect her to actually get her to NP3. Yo, if I really wanted next year, I bet I could probably max her out. And oh, look at how happy and friendly these guys are. Doo-doo-doo, don't mind me. I'm back. You should have seen me out there, Mike. I somehow managed to complete 3 tough Oberon quests all in a row.
Oh, wow. It sounds like you're getting kind of desperate. Why don't you have an apple water on the house?
Thanks, Mike. That's so considerate of you. You're really getting the hang of this pub owner thing.
Aw, cut it out, Da Vinci. It's all thanks to you, my perfect angel. First, we arbitrated a dispute between the Wind Fairy and an Earth Fairy over who had the right of sunlight on a main road. Then we had to run a safety check on all the mysterious items, which turned out to be a bunch of bouquets that had been sent to the head of the Wind Clan.
I love these missions. I want the sunlight. No, I want the sunlight. Can you check out these bouquets?
And finally, we had to subdue an out-of-control Wind Fairy who had been unlucky in love for the past 30 years and wanted to have a romance with a human.
Oh. And yes, NP3, I got another copy of her on a single summon. Mole is so kind. I don't know what that says about me if she likes me that much.
Surprisingly, none of this was at all easy, but that does make completing them all the more satisfying.
I was a little nervous at first, but everything worked out great. It was great to see everyone so happy. I was a little nervous at first, but everything worked out great. I am the best matchmaker, especially.
Oh right, I almost forgot. You there, the human. Misaki, was it? You've got a guest up in your room, and trust me, she's not the kind of fairy you want to keep waiting.
Oh? A guest in my room? Oh my. A guest? To see Misaki? Who's in my room? Oh, it's Coral, the one I want to love me. And I know, right? It's gonna take forever, but it's okay. So this is a human bedroom. It's not so different from ours. No, that's not right. We wouldn't even have rooms like these if not for humans. Really. We're the ones who should be thanking them. Hey, girl. I'm coming in. Pardon me. I'm coming in. So you're back, human. You did well with the farm incident yesterday. As a Wind Fairy myself, you have my thanks. No problem. So, is that all you want to say, or... We may have received word of your missing companion. Every human captured in South Britain is taken to a ranch out west, and a new human was brought there 3 days ago. It may be the one you've been searching for. I feel like it's probably not the one I've been looking for. I know it should be low latency. I got it switched for like the past few streams. Let me check, just in case. Because it should be. It's been like that. It was like that yesterday. Unless for some reason it went back to default, then I'd be kind of upset if it broke on me like that. Because it should have stayed, right? just gonna double check. Well, let me see. Stream settings. Or is it not gonna show? Oh wait, stream latency. Oh, I can't change it at this point, can I? Or no. Oh yeah, it went back to ultra low for some reason. That's sad. I guess I gotta change it for the Fate streams too. Oof. Yeah. It went back to that, which is kind of upsetting, not gonna lie, because it was nice for the past, like, a couple days. But I guess it went back. It may be the one you've been searching for. If you wish to go rescue it, I'll arrange for a guide to show you the way. Tonight, I'll have a few soldiers stationed outside Salisbury. And low latency is a thingy for streaming. I don't know how to describe it. But for some reason it went back to ultra low latency, which is rather upsetting. Yeah, I guess I gotta do it individually then. Weird how yesterday it was still. I felt like because it was nice a few days in a row, that means it would just stay like that, but I guess not. It's okay. You are to rendezvous with them and finish your rescue before the night is over. I also have a message for you from Lady Aurora. She said, I hope you find your friend there. That's great. Thanks, Coral. Don't thank me. Thank Lady Aurora. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must return to my post. I don't know what it is that brought you here, and I know I'm in no position to offer advice. But you should know that the ranch belongs to the High Queen, and that it's very well guarded. Thanks, Coral. You sure you don't want to sleep over? I have 2 beds. So that's the scoop. Wow. When they said it'd take 2 or 3 days, I didn't expect them to actually come through that fast. Impressive.
So this human was brought in 3 days ago. Huh. Then we don't have a moment to waste. I don't know what kind of facility this ranch is, but now is not the time for cowardice.
I agree. Oberon might not be back yet, but seeing as we have a guide, I'm sure you'll be fine with that. So what are you gonna do, Artoria? This matter really only concerns us, so we'd understand if you'd rather stay behind. I'd be glad to help. Plus, I'm dying to find out what the real Mash is like since I inadvertently used her name for a while. And besides, I'm feeling a lot more confident after these last few days. Be it infiltration, lockpicking, or brewing sleep potions, I'm sure I can handle it just fine now with my Merlin Magecraft. Merlin taught her how to do infiltration, lockpicking, and brewing sleep potions. Merlin, what kind of teachings are you doing? Okay then, let's get going. Great. You'll have to tell me more about this Merlin Magecraft later though. Teach me. Anu, hello? How far do I think I'll go for tonight's stream? No idea. I am peeved how I have 2 research projects due on Friday. It's like, why? Why you gotta put 2? Like, come on, why does this week have to be torture?
It would seem those soldiers there are guides. This is quite a surprise. I thought these soldiers would be fairies, not humans.
Oh yeah, most of Salisbury's soldiers are actually human. They may not hold a candle to fairies when it comes to sheer combat ability, but they have no problem with using weapons, and above all, the Moors don't pose any immediate threat to them. So yeah, human soldiers are basically the fairies' Moors countermeasure. Most of the clans treat them as disposable tools, but Aurora sees the value in human soldiers, even appointing the more talented ones who serve as her personal guards. I like how in the background I can kind of see like that broken tree. To the left, right here. Boop. Remember the ones we saw protecting the Great Cathedral? The fact that they were so strong is proof that Aurora's given those humans various rights. Artoria? Are you feeling okay? Oh, I'm just a little nervous. I've never been around so many humans before. It doesn't make sense, does it? I mean, I'm obviously fine with you.
Quiet. They've noticed us too. Hey, you there! The suspicious-looking ones. You the outsiders Coral told us about? I can't believe you actually showed up. Ugh, why now of all times? This is exactly the sort of pain in the ass I don't need.
Ouch. Well, I'm not welcome.
Oh well. If this is what Lady Aurora wants, then fine, follow us. We'll show you the way to the ranch. Be warned, it's a 2-hour walk, so you better have everything ready before we get going. Do you?
Of course. Thanks for doing this. Yup. Thanks for showing us the way. Yup. Thanks for showing us the way.
Man, you guys are dressed in the weirdest clothes I've ever seen. Lady Aurora sure does love her novelties, doesn't she?
Not very happy to see us, are they? They probably think of us as a bunch of annoying pests moving in on their beloved Lady Aurora. Ah, so that's what's going on. They are jealous. I say Artoria because that's what I'm used to. I'm used to hearing her as Artoria rather than Altria. Even so, that doesn't change the fact that they're helping us. We should be grateful to them for that. Come on, Misaki. I'm afraid we won't be able to talk for a while, but at least that should help us make good time. Yeah, good time, walking 2 hours.
We're here. This is the West Human Ranch.
Human? Ranch? Not human city? Human ranch. Delicious.
That's right. We used to live here too. We were assigned to a horrid fairy who robbed us of everything we had, down to our dignity, before throwing us away like so much trash. Us stray humans had nowhere to go until Lady Aurora took us in. We became soldiers so that we could win the freedom Lady Aurora showed us was possible. We support overthrowing the Queen too. But we're nothing like the trendy rebel army who's counting on the so-called Child of Prophecy to bail them out. Rebel army? I've heard them mentioned before. Does that mean there's an anti-Queen movement outside Salisbury too? Yup, the rebel army situated in the old castle ruins out east. They claim to want to free all of Britain, and they even have the gall to call themselves the Round Table.
Ooh, the Round Table. Hello, hello. Konnichiwa.
Still, they're definitely a force to be reckoned with. They're led by a human who actually survived against Lancelot in a joust in Camelot. Morgan herself offered him a reward, saying that he'd prove himself equal to a Tamlin. Let's see, I think his name was Percival. Percival of the White Light. The man who reached the limits of human ability.
Oh, cool. Percival.
Morgan was so impressed with him that she commanded him to join her forces in Camelot, even though he's human. But instead he refused her command and formed the rebel army.
And yeah, like heck, her name inside of Extella was also Artoria instead of Altria. I wonder why they made it that Artoria, but here Altria. Like, when did the change happen?
Hey, that's enough. It's too dangerous to stay here any longer. If anyone sees us here, Lady Aurora's the one who'll pay the price. Let's just ditch these backwater fairies and head back to Salisbury already.
I take it that means you guys are only here to show us the way? And that sneaking into the ranch and looking for a companion is entirely our job?
You're damn right it is. Hell, you should be thanking us just for taking you this far. The Wind Clan might be good at everything, but they don't have the right temperament for combat. If Morgan ever thinks of rebelling against her, Lady Aurora's as good as dead, along with all of Salisbury. Even knowing all that, Lady Aurora still asked us to help you. So you listen to me. Whatever you do, don't you dare mention Salisbury if you get caught. Got that? You better not bite the hand that fed you. Not if you lot have any pride at all in being human.
Okay, sirs, I will not throw Lady Aurora or Coral under the bus. No, no, no. I will love them. They will love me. Okay, let's discuss our next move. I just finished analyzing the ranch's interior structure. From what I can tell, there are 6 big factories in the middle of the complex and about 30 smaller ones. I didn't sense any heat sources in the big factories, so those are probably shut down now. But the small factories have lots of heat signals. There seems to be about 60 humans inside. What do you think, Misaki? Hello? If we scale the castle walls, we could probably sneak inside without the guards spotting us. Wow. You're really efficient. Are you mad about something? Wow, you're really efficient. I can totally do that. Efficient? Me? Oh no, I'm really not. This is just a little spell that lets you see inside a building by hitting the walls with a magical energy wave and seeing how the things inside react to it. Oh, basically echolocation. It's the most basic thievery spell Merlin taught me. He said I would definitely need it at some point, and it looks like he was right. Basic thievery spell? Merlin, what were you teaching her? Sheesh.
Heh. That does take me back. It seems Merlin never changes no matter what world he's in.
You still have your connection to MASH through your contract, Misaki. Can you sense anything? If you can, that'd be the fastest and easiest way to find her. Maybe? I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. Maybe? Maybe not. I'm not sure. Then there are probably too many cross lines to say for sure. Honestly, I'm feeling the same thing. There are just way too many contracts going around Fairy Britain. Maybe whenever a fairy takes possession of a human, they form a bond that's similar to a servant contract. If I'm right about that, the only way we'll know whether MASH is here is if we see for ourselves. Tristan, do you think you can carry Misaki and Artoria up the castle wall? Oh, don't worry about me. I'll get up there with my roller skates. With your roller skates up the wall? I want to see that, Da Vinci. Ooh, hello?
Of course. It will be the quietest and most graceful lyre work you'll ever see. Both of you, over here please.
Then I'll lead the way. The western wall is the most lightly guarded right now, so let's go in from there. Yay, we made it! It looks just like a town on the inside too. I don't see anyone else around.
Artoria, I assume those large factories you spoke of earlier are those complexes, and the small ones are those homes?
That's right. Humans kept at ranches like these are shipped out with their creativity intact. So they should be confined in houses rather than pens. Just ignore the large factories. We won't find MASH there. It's not birthing season yet, so there shouldn't be anything inside them. That's rather terrifying. Factory is for birthing season, huh?
Behind you! There's something there!
A surveillance familiar. It must have been disguised as a street lamp. I can't believe I messed up again. I'm sorry, everyone, but we need to take it out now before it calls in reinforcements. I wonder when birthing season would be. Or maybe I don't want to know. I'm expecting it to be spring, just because I hear spring is for, like, a lot of animals are born. But I can't really tell the difference. Oh, that's a lot! But there's no fear. These aren't that powerful. I shouldn't say that. I'm just gonna jinx myself. And then get wrecked. Okay, now putting my water down for the next wave. Wow, I like how they just come out like that. Okay, that's nice. Fun! Yes, fun indeed. Here you go, Mole. I just want you to bully. Yeah, that's fun. I enjoy that. Oh man, though, I like how she's hidden as a lamp. I wonder what other things those sentries can be hidden as. Like, whoops, I thought this was a chair, but no, it was a sentry. Like, my bad, I thought that was a water bottle, but it was a sentry. Just based on the way they describe, like, humans and their camps, I'm just thinking of The Promised Neverland. Gives me similar vibes. And ouch. Actually, no, that wasn't that painful. I won't even pretend. And let's just do this. Fill up your gauge a bit. You got this, Mole. Also, Castoria, are you sure that they didn't summon reinforcements? I feel like they brought in reinforcements already. Though, hey, that wasn't too bad. Now we gotta find the human who was brought here. Mash, is it you? I am going to fight casters. And no fear. Yeah, no fear at all. Damn it! They just keep coming. There must be a fairy close by making more of them or something. Can you find them, Misaki? I do it myself, but I've got my hands full with these familiars. I'm on it. Okay, Misaki, stay calm and look closely. Stare. I'm on it. On the roof! It must be on the roof. Or not. There. There's something hiding in that building shadow.
You're correct. There's no sound at all coming from there. I suppose they think they've hidden themselves perfectly.
Does it feel like yesterday when I last read Avalon? To an extent, yeah. Like when I finally go back into a story, I'm like, oh yay, the memories come back.
But nothing can stand between my symphony and my enemy. How do you like your midsection cut into quarters?
Oh. Armored Fairy. Hello, Armored Fairy.
You. What are you people? Whatever you just did was neither human nor fairy. You're obviously not Moors, and you're not with the Round Table Army. Are you the child of prophecy then? Ha! Ha 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 ha! This is great. Things are finally going my way. I am Knight Grant. No mere child of prophecy's magecraft can ever hope to match our High Queen. High Queen Morgan herself bestowed this armor upon me. It will take more than a few swings of sword to shatter it.
Huh? Who is that in there? Whoever they are, they're no ordinary fairy. Please be careful, everyone. I'm guessing this is one of the Tamlin we heard about. Well, I've technically not met a Tamlin here in Avalon, but I'm pretty sure it's not one of those. Ooh, okay, there's two waves. Yeah, I got this. I do like how that one guy's like, yo, things are looking up for me. I'm about to get a raise.
Yes, indeed, it's time for my raise. Ha ha ha.
And then I wreck him and I steal his armor.
Yoink. Sorry, sir, but this is my armor now.
Or never mind, I don't think I'd be able to fit the armor. If anything, I will give them to Red Hair. Oh, Red Hair, he'd be so happy.
I mean Lubu, I'll give it to Lubu, yes indeed. Not Red Hair, Lubu.
Couldn't you have filled up Molay's gauge instead? Like, come on. Come on, be a pal to me and fill up Molay's gauge.
How dare you?
Ah, well. Her gauge will be filled at least this way. Yay! Not enough, but yay! Actually, no, that might have been enough. It was, yay! I still gotta max out her other skills, but she's a work in progress. Ooh, nice! I didn't try summoning for Enos yet. I'm only gonna give one multi-pull to that banner because the upcoming ones are gonna hurt me. Like how I want Mioses and Ho'oheyak. I want my revenge for the Rainbow Six Siege ones. Like, come on, please. Please give me luck. And then others. Just in case there's other limited ones along the way too. Pain and suffering. Oof. And oh wow, you actually ran out of QP? Oh, Halloween, stealing all of our monies. And new hello. Yes, I am poking the lightning horse. I want this dude's armor. I want to feel epic using this kind of armor. I am curious how heavy it would be. I'd probably regret wearing it, but it'd be fun at least once. And yay, at the very least I will get silence. Woohoo! But I want the others. Come on, Mule says, please don't play hard to get. I feel fear. Ho'oheyak though. If she don't come home, it's okay. Just kidding, half kidding. I want her.
And oh no! Not my boy!
Sheesh! That hurt me, sir. Also, why? Why are they just ignoring Molay? Maybe they're scared of her. Then again, she kind of does give off Moors vibes. They're probably thinking, oh no, it's a Moors. Yeah, I ain't getting near that. Completely understandable. How am I doing in the event shop? Pretty good. I'll be able to get everything before tomorrow. I already got all the 600,000 points. Like, I bought up most of the store, and I hate this guy. He's evading now. He gives me pain and suffering. Like, sir, can you just not? Can you just, like, not do that, sir? Please? Come on.
Oh, sadness.
I know I bought up pretty much all the stuff that requires the sesame seeds. I still gotta buy the things that need apples and houses, which is why I have the apple and house practices. Sir, did you just steal my gauge? Grant, you. I hate you, Grant. Yeah, I don't like this dude. He's giving me pain and suffering, and I don't appreciate that. I still don't know much about that reverse 1999 game. I'm surprised I have only gotten it as like pop-up ads and not ads like the ones for watching videos. Most of my ads are still for Star Rail. And it's been mainly about, like, Imperator Lunae. I'm like, your banner's not even going on, sir. Why are you still haunting me? Okay, almost done for Grant. Get out of here, Grant. Hoo hoo hoo. No! Man, this really is pain and suffering here. Good thing I got guts again. Oh, Arjuna, you're just here to suffer, my dude. But this be fine. More or less. Okay, all good. Woohoo! Battle finish. That armor was just so overpowered. That armor gave him so much guts and evade. Gah.
I can't believe it. A knight of Camelot falling to such insignificant wealth.
He's not moving anymore. Did we get him? Finally? Yeah, it's fine to use my command spells. Heck, I had to use it for the challenge quest for the Halloween one because I didn't want to redo the fight. I did it! I really won! That Tamlin was super duper strong, but I still managed to beat him. And I couldn't have done it without all of you.
I'm afraid that was almost certainly just an ordinary knight. For one thing, there was no Grant among the Knights of the Round Table. And for another, look over there.
Hehehe. Oh yeah, just a regular knight. Lots and lots of knights with guts and evade. Ha ha ha. Oh crap! 3 more knights, each with the same incredible magical energy as the last one. And we were just barely a match for him alone. There's no way we can take on 3. Come on, Misaki. Let's get out of here for now. But what about MASH?
There. We're through the gates. Squads 1 and 3. We'll take on Morgan's soldiers at the front. Squads 2, take control of the factories. Get our comrades out before they're disposed of.
Oh, there's armored soldiers? Are they on my side? Oh, they are on my side.
Reinforcements from the castle gates. Damn it. So the Child of Prophecy was just a decoy. First, we need to take back the gates and be careful. These soldiers are from the Londinium Rebel Army. Don't underestimate them. Some of them are armed with iron weapons, laced with Moor's poison.
I want some of those weapons. Those are actually pretty cool sounding weapons.
Well now, I wasn't expecting reinforcements. That must be the rebel army we learned about earlier. Individually, they may not be as strong as fairies, but quantity is a quality all its own. At this point, it's only a matter of time until they defeat those 3 fairy knights.
Well, of course they're gonna defeat them. They have Moor's poison weapons. I don't got that. So it would seem. Man, that was too close for comfort. Still, once the rebels are done with the fairies, we can't be sure they won't turn their swords on us. Come on, Misaki. Let's look for MASH while everyone's occupied. We should save making contact with the rebel army for after that. Can you show us the way to go, Artoria? Right, of course. Don't worry. I'm a great lockpicker. And besides, Da Vinci's right. We can't be sure the rebel army will see us as allies. So let's find MASH and get out of here before anyone else sees us. I don't want to fight the rebel army. Yeah, no, even if they be regular humans, I feel like their Moor's poison items could hurt me too. Especially the blades. Yeah, heck. Even if it was just a regular blade and not a Moor's poison one, I think I'd get hurt. Well, damn. I should have figured the locks on the Queen's own facilities would be really tough nuts to crack.
True. The Round Table Army did manage to open the other 29 houses in the time it took us to open one.
Wow. I can't even claim credit for this one since the Round Table Army ended up opening it too. Merlin's lessons are not that good. Oh, Merlin, you gotta work on your lockpicking lessons. Now, cheer up, Artoria. I mean, as a great genius, as a tech genius myself, I definitely get how you feel. But the important thing is that all the humans being kept in these houses were freed. It's too bad we didn't find Mash, but that doesn't mean that this was all a waste. At least now we know that she wasn't captured, and really, isn't that way better? Yeah, you're right. Wherever Mash is, I'm sure she's okay.
Okay, everyone, this way, please. Don't worry. We have plenty of food and jackets to go around. We'll be on our way as soon as we've gotten everyone's names and checked you all for injuries. Also, if anyone knows about any other humans being kept here, please let us know. I can't believe it! It's an army of humans! An army of humans defeated the Queen's soldiers! Then, the rumors of the Round Table Army were true. We don't have to do what they say anymore.
We can go outside now? Really? But the knights said the outside was so dangerous that humans would die instantly, and that we should stay here and study until we grow up. 2 years. 2 years since I last got outside. I have to hurry back to Gloucester. I got separated from someone there, someone I care about deeply. That poor child. I only hope she was able to get by without me.
I must say, I'm very impressed by this Round Table Army's leadership. They even took the knights they defeated into custody, sparing their lives instead of killing them. They are a properly disciplined army, not a lawless mob of killers. And oh, whoops, Gloucester.
Man, that's so tough. Yeah, that is very tough.
Gloucester. Just erase most of the letters. Gloucester. So it was Percival, the strongest of all human knights, who formed the Round Table Army. How this gladdens me. Well, I'm sure he isn't the same Sir Percival I knew. This other one is certainly doing his namesake proud. Oh, it's you guys! Thanks for your assistance earlier. It was a big help. We've been investigating this ranch closely for the past few months, so we knew its security would be lightest today. But we definitely didn't know we wouldn't be the only ones making a move. I was especially surprised to see just the 4 of you manage to take out one of Morgan's knights. We were prepared to lose up to 20% of our soldiers, but thanks to you guys, we got off with no more than a handful of casualties. So which city's rebel army are you from? I don't think I've seen you around the south before. Are you from the north then? I'd heard there was some trouble up in Sheffield. Maybe that's where you're from? ...
And yeah, English words are just difficult, especially with all the different ways they could be pronounced. Like niche versus niche. I'm so used to hearing niche. So the first time I heard niche, I was like, what is that? What's a niche? And Artoria, are you okay? I'm sorry. Are you people really?
Oh, I see. I forget that we're still the only ones who don't distinguish between fairies and humans in our head counts. Sorry if I offended you when I counted all 4 of you the same.
Oh, no, that's quite alright. Is everyone in the rebel arm... is everyone in the Round Table Army like you?
I don't know about that. We all have our own goals and our own ways of thinking. But one thing we all have in common is our faith in our commander. We all agree that Percival's ideals are worth fighting for. He's always talking about the Child of Prophecy will appear one day, and how he wants to assemble as many like-minded allies as he can in the meantime. He says that way, when the Child of Prophecy finally does appear, there'll be a firm anti-Queen foundation in place to help take some of the heavy burden off their shoulders.
Wow, he's so nice.
But enough yammering from me. It looks like they're done with the roll call, so we're going to start escorting these people to Londinium. Want to come with us? We're always looking for more strong warriors like yourselves.
I'm sorry, but we have to pass for now. We would, but there's something else we have to do first. Have you seen anyone named Mash? She's about this tall, one eye covered with hair. Her hair's like white. She should be in a black outfit. Is that descriptive enough? And she's very tough. She has this giant shield. It's very, very big and round. Have you seen anyone like that? That's right. We really appreciate the invitation, but we're actually trying to find a missing person right now.
Gotcha. Well, that's too bad, but I understand. You all take care then. Hope you're able to find this missing person of yours soon.
Wow, that rebel army guy was so nice. I guess that's that then. But you made the right call, Misaki. Honestly, I'm impressed you're able to turn him down. Well, I could tell Artoria wasn't too keen on it, so...
Well, I would like to learn more about this round table army. Finding Mash absolutely comes first. It's just not the right time to join forces with them yet.
Exactly. I knew one of the original Knights of the Round Table would understand. You're a real gentleman's gentleman.
Heh. Well, I am Tristan, child of sadness, not a knight who lives and dies on chivalry alone. That said, if Sir Bedivere were here too, I may have been forced to make a difficult decision. Misaki, get back!
What? Oh! Flames of passion? I'm okay.
So, you attacked when security was at its lightest, huh? Devious of you, I'll give you that. But it won't win you the day. That's exactly the pathetic sort of conviction I expect from humans. If you thieves are going to scuttle around in the shadows, you can't complain if you end up crushed under someone's boot.
What's going on with this magical energy signal? I can't even get a reading on it. Oh no. Is that knight keeping those creatures tied up in chains? That fire just took out most of the Round Table army. Oh no, I hope that one nice guy was fine. Yeah, that fire was intense.
Squad 2! Squad 3! Are you alright? Damn it! How many soldiers did we just lose? Are we the only ones who survived? That wall of flame, it can't be!
Ma'am. Please let me summon you next time. Come on! Yo, actually, when I defeat her, that means I'm gonna be able to summon her easier than last time because she'll know how strong I am, then she'll want to be on my side. Yes, indeed.
Humph. So a few yet live. That flame would have consumed you all if we had been in an open field. But this ranch belongs to High Queen Morgan herself. I can't raise it to the ground. So I'll crush the rest of you with my own horns. Go on, humans. Try to fight back. Show me you're truly brave, and I'll be merciful. Show me you're cowards, and you have nothing from me. This can't be happening. What is she doing here? That greatsword wreathed and black flame, silver white armor, berry-eating black dogs. It's Tamlin Gawain. Why is the Queen's right-hand woman here?
I wonder if she's gonna be scarier than the other Gawain. Just because the other Gawain had that buff that I really, really, really hated. Oh, Uriel, you made my life so much easier going through Camelot, but still, oh, that haunts me. As long as she can't spam, she doesn't scare me as much. Ha ha ha.
You.
No! They've turned to dust, to ash.
If you refuse to take up your swords, then you aren't worthy to cross horns with me. We've captured all the escaped humans, Lady Gawain. We'll soon have the rest of these thieves captured as well. It'll be easy. We have 3 fairies for every human. No need for that. They're my quarry. I'll handle this myself.
I felt the same power from Gawain in the Holy City. I can't let her overwhelm me. I have to try talking to her. Hi, ma'am.
So, you do have some backbone. Good. You're actually making me work up an appetite.
Oh, I love it. If she loves eating, I'll take her to all the food places. Heck, I'll even offer her some of my dinner. Tonight, Dad's making some roast beef, mashed potatoes, and gravy. I think there might be some steamed vegetables too, I'm not entirely sure. There's also rice if she prefers rice. Mom's making rice.
Don't bother telling me who you are. I couldn't care less. The High Queen's told me all about you, girl. You must be the master from proper human history.
She recognizes me.
Oh, spare me the surprise. The High Queen has told the Tamlin about the outside world you call proper human history. She also commanded us to capture you alive, if the opportunity presented itself. Humph, capture you, huh? How unlike her. Listen well, you shameless intruders. You uppity primates have a lot of nerve barging into Fairy Britain like you own it. Tell me, in your world, it's considered courteous to welcome visitors from afar, right? Very well then, take up your swords and I'll give you all the welcome you want. I'm Gawain, Knight of the Fairy Round Table, sworn to protect Britain. Now, with this name bestowed upon me by the High Queen, I shall destroy you without mercy.
Come on, can't we just be friends? It's the first fight, how bad can it be? If it's just a survival one, it shouldn't be that bad. Ha ha ha, yes indeed. I'm just gonna keep on using Guts and Invincible. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, so she has multiple bars. Oh, it's an endurance battle. Okay. And of course, she goes after Arjuna. Wow. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. You go, girl. Yeah, fine indeed. Let's just use all Arjuna here because why not? The man. I'd want to be as awesome as this Gawain. She loves food and she's strong. Like, what more could I ask for? And heck, if she doesn't want the food that I have, I also have some sweets. I left them at work because they were from work and what? What did she just do? Eh? Is that her own gauge that she stole? Wait, did she steal mine? She can eat my spells? I don't appreciate that. Can you just like not do that? Thanks. Well, yeah, she's terrifying. I ain't gonna underestimate any of them. Please be the only one who can do that. Yeah, that's bad. That's very bad. I don't like that. But now I want her even more on my side if she can do that kind of thing. She's terrifying. I love her. Yeah, I'm willing to share my snacks with her. I have some cookies at work and also some Rice Krispies. I was given a decent amount of cookies. And stop it, ma'am. Can you just like not? I hate that. I really hate that. If that's a thing that's gonna be permanent, no. Okay, if that's what she requires for summoning, I'll give it to her. You need my command spells, ma'am? Here, take it. Yeah, that'd be worth it. That'd be worth being able to summon her. I do got my Tamlin Tristan. She's my only Tamlin. She's my... She's my only Avalon girl, as far as I can tell. Them Avalon boys are kinda nice. Just kidding. The only nice Avalon boy was Oberon. He came home semi-easily. Merlin, though, he took forever. And oh, finally, someone's going after Molay. Molay, do this for yourself. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That'd be completely fine. Hoo hoo hoo. And since I just gotta survive, I probably just have to survive to the Noble Phantasm, and I have the back row. There's no fear. Ouch. Oh, she's going after Molay again. Well, bye, Molay. Thank you for surviving up until now. You did great. I love your edits. Your edits are the best, Poke Dude. 10 out of 10. And wow, Molay lived. Wait. I thought endurance would be just survive up until that point. Well, if I have to break her gauge, you know, let's just use Noble Phantasms. Yeah, there's no fear, let's just do it. Ha 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 ha. No fear. Gawain. Tamlin Gawain, even without the spam of Noble Phantasm, yeah, you're scary. I think you're actually scarier than Spammy Boy. Because you eat my command spells. You are terrifying. I love you. Please join me next time. Grace my Chaldea, ma'am. You and Tamlin Tristan could be besties here. Unless you don't like her, then I'm sorry. I'll give you a room that's not by hers. Bye, Arjuna. See you later, boy. Goodbye, my dude. And oh, not pain and suffering. Totally not pain and suffering at all. Well, it's okay, she'll live through this one. Yeah, look at her living. If I gotta redo this fight, it's fine. It's not like she can eat any more of my spells. I don't got any left. Like, go ahead, man, just eat them all at this point. Oh yay, battle finish. Whew. I have survived the endurance fight. Woohoo! Lucky number 7. My mind is fading. No, not yet. I can't give up yet. Goodbye, world. Or maybe not. Stay with me, Misaki. Oh no, she's seriously drained. I don't know how she's doing it, but Tamlin is somehow eating her command spells. I've never felt feedback quite like this before. It's still completely pathetic, but there's something more to it. You there, that look. It's not fear or despair. Is that hatred? Good. You figured out that much at least. It's been a while, hasn't it? I could have gone my entire life without seeing you again and been happy. Oh well. You know her, Artoria? I don't know you. I don't remember ever seeing a pipsqueak like you before. Are you some weed I stepped on or something? Either way, don't talk to me again until you've grown more. It's a literal pain in the neck looking down to talk to you. Not that a runt like you's likely to do much growing. Why you? But enough talk. You intruders will get no mercy from me.
I have no more time to waste on you. Die now, humans and servants alike. A bowstring? Indeed. A bewitched, unbreakable bowstring that I can wield however I wish, to be more specific. You'll never be able to get past it no matter how strong you are. So it would seem. Is this one of the Wing Clan's threads? I'm surprised there were still any left. But so what? You don't actually think you can defeat me with this, do you? Defeat you? No. Detain you? Yes. Da Vinci, Artoria, take Misaki and get her out of this town. I'll hold Gawain here and ensure she doesn't come after you.
You got it. Honestly, it's not gonna be easy, but I'll make sure she makes it out of here no matter what. Come on, Misaki. I'll carry you in my mechanical arms. Stand up, Artoria. I'd carry you too if I could, but I'm afraid I just can't. Huh? But what about you, Tristan?
Don't worry about me. It would seem this is where I die.
So calm about it. Huh? You're not serious, right? You can't just throw your life away like that. Besides, you're too injured to.
It's alright. Besides, this isn't the first time I faced down Sir Gawain like this. Besides, I've already thought of a trump card I can use against her. If it all works out, I should be able to catch up to you soon enough. That said, I'm afraid I can't use it with all of you here. Go, my king. Please hurry. You are still at the beginning of your journey.
Okay, I'm ready. Come on, follow me. If you can't keep up, I'm going to leave you behind. You get that, right? Goodbye, Tristan.
Let me guess. You decided to sacrifice yourself to let your companions escape. Oh, come now. That should have gone without saying. You really are Sir Gawain. Your body is strong and hard as a rock, but then, so is your head. Tell me something. Are all servants like you? Pawns who are willing to throw their lives away for their master because they neither fear death, nor know what it is to truly live? I don't know that I put it that way. Even servants hope to avoid death. In fact, I'd say we fear death even more than we did when we were alive. For we heroic spirits know all too well how miraculous it is to be summoned. We know that this opportunity will never come again. We know how rare it is to be granted dreams even after death. Most of all, we know what dying feels like. We know how painful, how bitter, how sad it can be. You may think that we can bear it because we've experienced it before, but you would be wrong. Death is something living things can only bear once. To suffer the pain of my own death over and over, or to make others grieve my passing several times, is simply more than I can take. If I may confide, I'm hoping you'll let me escape with my life. Whether you live or die here is entirely up to you. The only one I mean to kill is your master. If you're willing to stand down, I'm willing to let you go. It would be a shame to waste this impressive technique of yours. Even if your master were dead, you could still live a good life here in Fairy Britain. No, Tamlin Gawain, I could not. That is why I'm going to stop you. It is the least I can do to repay you the debt I owe to the one who trusted in my knighthood, even when I was fighting against her in a moment of weakness. I know nothing of your life or circumstances, and I confess I don't care a whit about your idea of justice. My only interest is in using this life of mine for the one I love, no matter what it takes.
The power of love, not sadness. And that's why we had to leave, because he's not being a sad boy anymore.
You tied my whole body up with that string? When did you do that? But so what? If you think a mere human can hold me down, you're... What is this? How is this even possible? How did you put these strings all over town without any magical energy? I never even saw you move your hands.
Oh, Tristan has evolved. Look at him.
Indeed. These restraints rely on weight, not strength. The mass of this very town, this combination of human technology, is what holds you in place. Thanks to our earlier battle, I know very well how strong you are, and I know you cannot break these restraints with brute force alone.
Oh. She can't use just brute strength. Tamlin, Gawain, I feel for you. I love brute strength. Brute force for the win.
I may no longer have the fingers on my right hand, but I still have my mouth. Now, otherworldly knight, prepare to face the full force of my airstrike. What? You say it's lowly human technology that holds me in place? That does it. You deserve to die a miserable death. After all, servant. I'm going to dash any hopes you had of this pathetic trick working.
Oh. Go, sad boy, use the power of love. I never thought I would say this, but I'm rooting for you, Tristan. His new art for this chapter is so beautiful. That is a glow up. Goodbye, sad boy. Oh, sadness. Brute force has won in the end. The power of power. Wow. Tristan has redeemed himself here. Like heck, I'm just thinking about the last time I saw Tristan really was inside of technically I guess Halloween. And that sad boy was just derpy. But this Tristan, he's cool on his end. He's such a good boy. Letting us escape and then using the power of love. But because he gave up sadness. Rest in peace, Tristan. But yo, he looked so cool in the end. Good job, Tristan. Good job.
Are you hurt, Lady Gawain? And what are we going to do about the ranch? Don't worry about it. I'll take full responsibility when reporting to Her Majesty. Now, gather all our fastest runners and go after that human and servants who managed to escape. You should be able to catch up to them much quicker than me right now. I'll join afterward, don't worry. I'm not just saying it, like that idiot knight did a moment ago. Once you catch up, surround and restrain them, but don't kill them until I get there. Yes, Lady Gawain, consider it done. That hurt more than I expected. My whole body is still a little numb. I should have asked that man's name. He deserved that much before I killed him.
His name is Tristan.
Hold on. What was that, Winnie?
What was that sound? Sorry, I'll explain later. Right now, we need to get away from the fairies chasing us. Can you stand? Can you run? Okay, I'm gonna put you down then. Now run for it. How can Earth clan fairies be so fast? They're almost on us, Da Vinci. Damn it. And after Tristan managed to buy some time. But what can we do? There's nowhere to hide out. Huh? What's that sound?
Nay!
Wow! Hey, Oberon! Great timing!
Oh, good, I made it! I heard you guys were in trouble, so I figured, hey, Fairy King Oberon to the rescue! You guys know what carriages are, right? Great, then get in. I'll catch you all up later.
Huh? A carriage? As in a carriage? The kind only clan heads are allowed to use? How'd he manage to get a carriage? I thought he's broke. Oh no, he's gonna owe even more money now. I did say I want to give the armor to Red Hair. My wish can be granted now. Oh, yay.
That's right. Tools that exploit animals are prohibited by British law. But there are some fairies out there who voluntarily provide such labor themselves. My name's Red Rabbit, the Fey Horse. I'm a FangClan fairy who's always been fascinated with carriage culture.
I mean, not red hair. Red Rabbit.
I usually serve Lady Aurora, but just this once, I agreed to serve Lord Oberon as well, snort. Something tells me this is fate at work, so why not sit back and see how great a carriage ride can be, snort?
It's the carriage, but with a fairy for the, horsepower. Red Rabbit? I love it. Yes, Red Rabbit.
Red Rabbit.
So it's a carriage, but with a fairy for the, horsepower. No, Red Rabbit. That's more fun. There's a whole lot I'd like to comment on here, but for now, I'll just say great timing, Oberon. Come on, guys, get on. Those soldiers will never catch us now. Thank you, Red Hair. As in Red Rabbit. Rabbit hair. Similar enough.
Clever of them. Do you know who the carriage belongs to? No, my lady. One of our soldiers used to build carriages, but he said he didn't recognize the design. He thinks one of the clans must have made it without the High Queen's permission. I'm so sorry we couldn't be of more help. No matter. Call the soldiers back. We're returning to Camelot. Are you sure, my lady? I don't have time to go around chasing after rats. No, scratch that. They're not even rats. Britain is the High Queen's garden, and no garden is entirely free of pests. I just let my temper get the better of me this time. Next time we meet, I'll grind them beneath my foot. Assuming I ever do meet them again, of course. We have someone much better at squashing bugs. Yeah, we have someone much better at squashing bugs in any case. Oh, you mean Fair Lancelot, the strongest Tamlin in all of Britain.
And the Tamlin I wanted the most cause she cute.
She'll crush those bugs in no time, no matter where they try to hide. Why are you talking about Lady Lancelot in front of Lady Gawain, you idiot? Have you got a death wish? Forgive me, Lady Gawain. I meant no disrespect. You are, of course, the strongest Tamlin. It's alright, you're correct. She is the strongest. But watch your tongue next time. She's not the strongest of the Tamlin. She's the strongest creature in all of Fairy Britain. She isn't even in the same category as us. Do remember that. Yes, my lady. I'll never forget it again. Good. Now bring the captured humans here so I can deal with them before we leave. Eek! Please wait. You've got it all wrong. This wasn't our fault. Those soldiers opened our doors without asking. I told them we didn't want to go. Please don't kill me. I'll never hope for freedom again. I still have 10 years left. Doesn't that make me a valuable slave? Please, just spare my—
Goodbye, sir. Oh, so that's what those beasties were.
Know your place, dog. Any human who so much as thinks about running away is worthless, even as a slave. This new form suits you much better. By the time I'm done breaking you in, maybe you'll be ready to rejoin your fellow human slaves.
Oh. That's a fun power she got there. She can tame humans. Aha. I see. Central Plains. Fragment 2. Yummy. And away we go, escaping. Rob, older brother.
The cart's even heavier than usual. Come on, let's just get rid of that weapon already. No buyer's gonna want something that's scary looking.
No, don't throw away the weapon. I'm assuming they're talking about the shield or maybe like the black barrel. Same difference. And yeah, fun ability for her. Being able to, yes, tame them. Gawain, This Gawain is just built different. I like her. She likes brute force, she loves food, she can steal stuff. Like that. She's basically a loot goblin too, based on that. And she can easily tame people. Wonderful. Now Wag, younger brother. Don't be ridiculous, bro. You're gonna make Anise tear up again. Yeah, tear up again. Don't you remember how grateful she was when we agreed to bring that weapon along too? Winky, Rob and Wag's unsavory friend. I definitely remember how happy you were when she took your hand. What'd she say that was called back where she comes from again? A handshake? They've got everything under the sun in Norwich, and I know they love their trends in Gloucester, but I've never heard of any custom like that before. If you're feeling tired, Rob, would you like me to take over? I can still pull a cart even without my memories. No, no need. I can manage fine on my own. You just keep resting up, Anise. We're almost at Gloucester, and I want everything to look its best. An amnesiac girl and 3 stingy fairy peddlers named Rob, Wag, and Winky. Together, these strangers' bedfellows made their way further and further north from the nameless woods. The peddlers thought to sell the girl to a ranch along the way, but Rob, who hated woodwoes, the head of the Fang clan, would have none of it. He insisted that anyone so violent didn't deserve a beauty like Anise, and that was the end of that. Way to go, big bro! Yeah, thanks, big bro! They're being pretty nice to her. They're like, that dude don't deserve Anise. And you know what, Anise? Just stay in the carriage. We're gonna pull it. No worries. Oh, wow. I can see a city off the distance now. What's it like there, Winky? That's Gloucester, Anise. Pretty impressive, right? It's a special place even for Britain. It's an upper-class city run by the heads of the Wing clan, Mirian and Adored. That's all about trends, brands, and joy. You can get anything you want there as long as you can pay for it. Lovers, slaves, fairies, humans. Everything. Everything, huh? Not that it's really my kind of place. All the fairies who settle down there are posers and trend followers. Most of the stuff there is just gold-plated hunks of dirt anyway. It's all shine, no substance. Really? But I thought you were really proud of your Gloucester knife. That's exactly because it's a fake. A real knife that nice, I'd be too afraid of breaking it to actually use it. Now I see. That does sound just like you, Winky. You don't like Gloucester, Winky? Then why'd you pick this route? I'm scared of the Norwich calamity too, but we still could have gone there instead. What, are you stupid? We can't use any eastern routes this time of year. The rainy season just ended, so what is that, Drake's? So the Drake's territory will be at its biggest right now. Ooh. If Mash did regain more of her, Galahad side, it'd be fun, but current Mash is still cool in her own way. Though, when not in the story, I do prefer using her old abilities. Sorry Mash and your new abilities. Your old abilities were the best. I loved it. It was great. Hell, I hear they still haven't even fixed the Norwich Bridge yet, so Gloucester's our only choice. Though believe me, I'm not happy about having to bow and scrape to that show-off Mirian. You two really like this Mirian person, don't you? But where'd you get that from? I just said I hated her, right? But you look so kind when you're talking about her. I'm almost a little jealous. Are they just tsundere against or over Mirian? It's not like I like Mirian or anything. Ha! Check it out, bro. Winky's so flustered he's coughing. Why so embarrassed, Winky? You ashamed of the truth or something? Shut up. It's not like that. Ahem, anyway. Did you guys hear about the big kerfuffle in Camelot?
They say an assassin snuck in about 10 days ago to try and kill High Queen Morgan. Yeah, I did. I heard they fought through a ton of soldiers all alone, and made it all the way to the throne room. From what I heard, not even Lady Gawain or Lady Tristan could stop them. But then Lady Lancelot flew in and beat the shit out of them, right? Apparently, they had a badass mid-air battle, but ultimately the assassin got dropped in the pit.
A badass mid-air battle, I want to see that. That sounds cool.
Whoa, Lady Lancelot really is something else, isn't she?
Gawain, Tristan, Camelot.
What's up, Anise? You getting motion sick or something? Hey Rob, take it easy. The ride's too rocky for her.
No, it's not that. I just have a little headache. When I heard those names, my chest got a little tight. Can I ask what kind of people these fairies are?
Oh right, she might have known some of the Tamlin herself. Probably better if we don't say anything here then. You mean you don't know, Anise? Those are the great Tamlin, the Knights of the Round Table. There's Gawain, the most feared Tamlin in all of Britain. Tristan, the most hated Tamlin in all of Britain.
Poor Tristan.
And Lancelot, the most beautiful Tamlin in all of Britain. We couldn't do business without those three taking care of the Moors for us. Well, not that Tristan ever does much to keep us safe. Hell, I'm more scared of her than I am of Moors. That's why I never go to New Darlington if I can help it.
Wag, the younger brother, smiled innocently, all while Rob and Winky were afraid that he might jog Anise's memories. Then, all of a sudden...
Grrr! Black dogs? This is all your fault, Wag, you idiot! These things wouldn't have been here if you hadn't talked about Tristan. Just leave the cart and run for it, before they eat us alive. You two, Anise, get away from them. I'll hold them off as long as I...
Go get him, Anise. Bunk him.
Ah!
I don't know why you're attacking us, but I'm not going to let you hurt anyone. You want to pick on somebody, pick on me. Oh, Anise, you're too kind. I feel like the guys are not going to want to give her up. Just keep her. Keep her as their new adopted daughter. Why can't my mash have AoE attacks like that? Or will my mash become like that too? Wow, amazing!
And who's the pretty lady?
It was Aurora, she was the pretty lady. Heck, all the ladies here are pretty. Thank goodness! My body just moved on its own, but it looks like everything worked out. Is everyone alright? The girl stuck her shield in the ground with a resounding thud and turned to face the fairies. She was greeted with stunned stares from all three, and who could blame them? They had never seen such a graceful knight before.
That was amazing! I can't believe you sent all those black dogs packing by yourself!
Black dogs are some of the most despised creatures in all of Fairy Britain, drawn to the putrid smell of death and decay. They are of the Unseelie Court, evil fairies unaffiliated with any of the 6 clans. They come and go at a moment's notice. And the only species of fairy in Britain who feeds on their own kind.
Wait, hang on. How can she be this strong? Maybe she's... the Child of Prophecy!
Maybe she is.
Huh, come on, Rob, there's no way that... How else do you explain it? She's got an iron shield, iron armor, and you saw for yourself how strong she is. She's gotta be at least as strong as a Tamlin. If this ain't special, then nothing is. Yeah, you've gotta be the Child of Prophecy, Anise. You just saved our lives and everything.
Huh? The Child of Prophecy? Me?
Don't worry, I'll tell you all about it. The Child of Prophecy is gonna defeat the Queen and save all of Britain. She's a savior we've all been waiting for a long, long time. She's gonna save all the fairies.
Rob, the greedy older brother, and Wag, the innocent younger brother, began excitedly telling the girl about the Mirror Clan's prophecy. One did so with calculated intention, the other because he truly believed it. But when the amnesiac girl saw them so happy, she thought whatever they were talking about must be a good thing. Oh, so cute! And inadvertently began to believe it herself.
Idiots. You're gonna regret this. Even lies have a way of coming true. If the rest of the world starts to believe a niece is the Child of Prophecy, that's it. We're done for. It'll only be a matter of time until someone even greedier than us takes her away.
As in me, I am truly greedy. I am a loot goblin after all. And Mash is the ultimate. No, she's not even loot. And if I said that about her, she'd bonk me. So I will not finish my sentence. Even though I pretty much did. Now Gloucester won. Oh, a niece. I can't wait to meet you. Ooh. Okay, one of the other senpais, best senpais inside of Team A besides Pepe. Well, I guess I'll be hanging around a lot with... Decision. If it's not Pepe, I guess it's Kadok. Nah, I bully Kadok. I can't even say that. I stole his waifu after all. But technically, it would be him just because I stole his waifu. I'd be mean to him. Like, sorry Kadok, I gotta bully you. Because all the others would bully me instead.
I see. So Tristan stayed behind. He was a great knight. I don't know much about fighting, but even I could see that. So if that's what he chose, it must have been right.
If only I were more capable, maybe he'd still... I would cringe too much around you. She'd be all into, of course, her hubby Xiang Yu, and then I'd be like, no, stop it! The cringe! I'm dying! But Brodime he's fun too, but nah.
What do you want to do, Misaki? Do you want to go back to the ranch? There's probably not anything left of him by now, but you could at least mourn him. The whole ranch is in ruins now, and the Tamlin's already left. It should be safe to go back if you want.
No, that's okay. We need to do what we can now. No, there'll be time to mourn after we find Mash. I need Mash. I agree. Tristan didn't sacrifice himself so that we could go backwards. He did what he did to give us a chance to move forward. We can always report back to him after we found Mash.
I see. Forget I said anything then. Anyway, I really showed up just in the nick of time, didn't I? That's one of the many benefits of my royal charm. I get to ride in on a white horse to save the day. Now I'm really glad I pleaded with Aurora to let me borrow this carriage. The only issue is... Snort! Is there some sort of problem with the color of my coat? Well, I guess it kind of looks whitish in the right light, if you squint.
Oberon. Silly Oberon.
Anyway, that's all I have to say about that.
Hehe. Thanks for cheering us up. Adorable. And oh, the bars are supposed to be the walls of the carriage. Makes sense.
So you're feeling better now? Great! Then here's another piece of good news. The city of Gloucester up north is about a day's journey from here. They hold auctions for rare and valuable goods every day there. And word has it that one of their hottest new items is a fairy with an unusual iron weapon. Apparently, some peddlers found them near the Nameless Woods. And they plan on putting them up for auction as soon as tomorrow.
A fairy with an iron weapon near the Nameless Woods? That's gotta be Mash. I'm sure of it. Then we've gotta get to Gloucester right away. What about the peddlers that brought her there? I'm curious about the peddlers. Let me hear about them. Ooh, good luck speeding through Lost Belt 4. And thank you for the good luck.
Apparently, they hope to sell this ferry for quite a pretty penny. They did a good job at sticking to their guns against Gloucester's lord. But then, it came out that they had prior charges of theft, fraud, and harboring anti-queen sentiments, so they were arrested. And since Gloucester's lord is big on capital punishment, they were supposedly hanged last night.
Oh. Well, this sounds like MASH, but then again, I feel like at this point, they might not bring her there. They're like, a niece, she's our baby now, we will adopt her.
I rushed back to Salisbury as soon as I found out. But when I heard you'd already left, I got a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. So I asked Aurora for a favor on the condition I'd owe her one in return, and got to the ranch as fast as the carriage could carry me.
I see. So that's how you managed to get something so valuable. That was some very quick thinking.
Thanks. Well, I prefer to rest up in the autumn forest if we could. Time is money and all that.
Like, time is money and I'm broke.
I assume it's so long to Salisbury and off to Gloucester?
You know it.
To Gloucester!
Yay!
Excuse me, could I say something first, Snort?
What is it, Horsey? We were just having a moment here, you know.
I know, but I'm a proud Fey horse, the most rambunctious and chivalrous stallion in all of Britain.
It's probably someone we know.
So as a matter of principle, I can only entrust my back to those that I have recognized as my master. I was willing to come this far on Lady Aurora's orders.
Though I have no guesses for who it would be, like how this one Redra bit.
But if you insist on going to Gloucester, well, I trust you see what I'm getting at.
Carrots?
A battle!
What? Are you fighting me, Redrabit? Redrabit, how could you? Well, if that's what Redrabit wants, that's what it'll be.
Fey horse, Redrabit.
No fear. Ooh, I have decisions. I feel like using all... I want to use all Malay. Yeah, I'm just gonna use all Malay here. I feel like it.
It is what I crave, so I shall do the thing.
And just want to stay healthy.
Fey horse, Redrabit.
Thank you, Mole. Okay, about halfway, that's good. Lucky Fairy. Oh no, what's with the evades? So many evades here. I'm gonna have to start using other people's, maybe. Or not. I'm just gonna steer real quick. Okay, just one turn. And might as well fill up some gauges. I believe. Wow, he's actually going after Mole. I'm surprised. Usually they ignore Mole for some reason, but no. This time Mole is public enemy. And might as well do it that way. Now do a thing, Arjuna. please break his gauge. Okay, there it did. And if it didn't, I would have been sad. And then would have thought to myself, maybe I should have used that one skill to increase Buster and Noble Phantasm. Like, that could have been smart. Red Raget. Red Raget? Regiment. Red Rummet? I don't know. Like, Red Rabbit, Red Rabbit, but what the heck is a Red Raget and a Red Remit? I do not know what those are. Red Remit, Red Raget. Oh well. Still have the power of AoE on my side. And I'll just give this to her. Just so she hits extra hard with her Noble Phantasm, I believe. Red Regret. Red Remit. Everything is Redra. Well, that was still decent damage. Good job, Mole. Ouch. I don't like how much debuffs they can give. Okay, yeah, I don't appreciate that at all. I need to fill up my gauge, you know, that'd be smart. Yeah, let's just do that. I feel a slight tinge of fear. I need to get rid of those debuffs. I hate them. Like, look at that NP gain. It is just pain and suffering. And yeah, Mole is my highest NP level SSR. Not just too limited, that's just my SSR in general. It's kind of amazing. I did not expect for her to like me so much, but I am happy nonetheless. She loves me, she really loves me. How far did I go on Mole? NP3. I got my first 2 in a multi-pull and my 3rd by a single pull. Which makes me believe that by next year, if I really want to, I could probably NP5 her. And oh, they are smart for bullying Arjuna. That was very, very smart. And I don't appreciate the smartness. Like, can you just not? Thanks. Yeah, I don't like that. Too smart. Ooh, fear. Moraine looks good in both her second and her final ascension. Like, she might be one of the ones I change every so often. Like, I should be changing my Nobu back to her bro form because I do like bro Nobu. Bro Boo. And really, you gotta send Arjuna again? Come on, can you just like not do that to my boy? My boy's too cool for that. He's too awesome. Oh, sadness. Oh man. I think the only like non-limited SSR that I've got multiples of is probably Enkidu? I think he's the only one. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Enki Diddly Doo. I do want to see who my first NP5 would be for SSRs. Nay hey! Contract finalized! I'm amazed you took my secret technique in stride like that. You must be a fearsome warrior who has overcome all sorts of harrowing ordeals. Very well, from here on, my legs are yours to command. As long as your path isn't unsavory, I'll take you wherever you wish to go. If this Fey horse is the best she has to offer, maybe Aurora isn't that well liked as we thought. What you mean? Redra Bit is the best, Oberon. Oh, I wouldn't say that. This one's impressive in its own right. It's probably that she's too popular. Probably. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't say that. This one's impressive in its own right. I love Retrobit. He's the greatest. Or maybe Enkidu isn't even NP2. I feel like for some reason Enkidu was 1. I'm pretty sure I got at least 1 SSR to like NP2. I gotta check him out afterwards.
Anyway, I trust there's nothing left for you to nothing else left to say, yes? Then please, take us to Gloucester. Oh, and don't forget to drive safely. I can handle a few bumps, but Misaki, Artoria, and Da Vinci are all very tired.
I can handle turbulence.
Not to worry, I can assure you that I've never broken a speed limit in my entire life.
Also, there's some roads here that are very, very, very bumpy. Lots and lots of holes in the road. And it's kind of relaxing. By the way, Oberon, what's with that outfit? I kind of liked your old cloak.
Oh, this? This is what I wear whenever I'm gathering information. The Queen's soldiers don't always take too kindly to people asking questions about the state of Fairy Britain.
Wow, NP5 Okitan Summer, all that is goals.
So I try to avoid standing out by dressing in drab traveling clothes.
This is considered drab? No, you still look cool, my dude. I see. I'm impressed, Oberon. I'd never consider an outfit like that drab.
Oh, I didn't know you were interested in fashion, Artoria. Does it mean you prefer outfits like Da Vinci's then?
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, someone like me dressing like her, that'd be laughable.
True enough. You're definitely not ready yet.
Oof.
Okay, that's enough Artoria teasing for now. Misaki, Da Vinci. Would you mind telling me how much you learned about Fairy Britain while I was away?
Backstory. And that's about it.
The regularly occurring calamities, the Moors, fairies who imitate human societies, the Salisbury rebel army, the Round Table army of Londinium, and the 3 Tamlin. I'm impressed. If you already know that much, then I only have one thing left to tell you.
What's that?
High Queen Morgan's objective. As you know now, she's been inscribing command spells into the fairies, levying magical energy from them as an existence tax, and ending the lives of any fairies who aren't able to pay up. Well, it turns out she hasn't been running such an oppressive regime for the last 200 or 2,000 years, just to maintain her rule over Britain. Her real objective in this is to attack proper human history and transform it into the land of fairies. She wants to expand Fairy Britain to encompass the whole planet, overwrite proper human history entirely, and turn the Earth into one giant British Isle. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. It's why High Queen Morgan continues tormenting the fairies even to this day. As you can see, we need to defeat her for humanity and fairy kind alike.
Alrighty. Ooh. Very pretty. I like the purples and blues. That's my kind of color scheme.
Kneel, present. Worship, submit. Bow your heads, leaders of the 6 clans. Bow your heads, 30 ambassadors, 100 officials. You are in the presence of High Queen Morgan, the ruler who expands our boundaries, upon whose shoulders all of Britain rests. Hear her words and obey. The same faces yet again, How terribly dull. I offer you neither absolution nor salvation. Remember, always that all of Britain, down to the smallest pebble, is mine. Without my protection, the land of Fae would not see this next sunrise.
Yes, Your Majesty. Wherever your humble servants. 30 ambassadors, 100 officials. That's a lot of fairies. All of our time is yours. All of our loyalty to you will never waver.
Humph, very well. You jesters may stand against the wall. I will now allow each of the clan heads to speak. What have you to say?
I like this guy's pose.
Thank you for your generosity, Your Majesty. Please allow me the honor of going first. The council recognizes Lord Spriggan, head of the Earth Clan, and Lord of Norwich.
Spriggan.
Thank you, Secretary. According to your observations, Norwich's Calamity Pool should reach critical mass in approximately 10 days' time.
And yeah, this guy does have a smug face.
I'd like to take this time to say that if there are any lords present with property still in Norwich, please come speak to me after this meeting. I can assure you that even if the moors engulfs all of Norwich, our bell tower will remain safe within an impenetrable fortress made with anti-Moors iron. If you wish to store your valuables there for safekeeping, I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
Oh, this guy looks cool. I love the hair. And I know, right? Spriggan doesn't look like a giant rock monster, but he does have a punchable smug face and that pose. Like, this guy also has a fun pose, but yo, the hair. I love that kind of hair. It's so pretty. Looks so fluffy. I wanna touch the hair. I'm willing to help brush the hair.
It sounds to me as though you don't care if your entire city disappears as long as your money stays safe. The council recognizes Lord Woodwoes, head of the Fang clan, and Lord of Oxford.
That's the guy that they did not want to sell a niece to, right?
My request remains the same as ever, Your Majesty. I urge you to take this opportunity to expand your army. The Moors continue to grow in number every year, and these roundtable army upstarts need to be dealt with. So I must ask that you increase your human shipments and assign more humans to the barracks. Oh, does this mean the Fang clan alone is no longer up to the task?
And now that they're side by side, let's compare their outfits. I like Widow's outfit more. It's shiny. And I like shiny.
I suppose not even the fairy, once known as a Sword of Britain, the great Lord Woodwoes himself, can defeat the specter of advancing age. Silence, you infant! How dare you speak to me like that? If we weren't in Her Majesty's presence, I'd crush your head in my jaws for such insolence!
Now, Woodwoes. You should know better than that. Remember, every fairy in Britain looks up to you. The Lord of Oxford and owner of the restaurants most responsible for our food supply should conduct himself like a gentleman, right?
Right. I know that, Aurora. I do. I'm not the raging frontline fighter I once was. I'm the calm, rational leader of my clan.
What a joke. If this is to be no more than the usual sniping at each other, would you mind if I excuse myself, Your Majesty? We're putting up a very rare item for auction today, and I have a lot of work to do getting things ready.
The council recognizes Lady Mirian, head of the Wing clan and Lord of Gloucester.
Mirian, your video feed's kind of cutting off, girl. You gotta wipe your camera. Or maybe check your connection. I already said my piece. Neither this calamity pool or the anti-Moors countermeasures have anything to do with Gloucester. So if all you twisted fairies want to do is argue with each other, then by all means do so without me. Then again, Norwich has sent us a good product lately, so I suppose we can offer our aid, if only a little. Do give my regards to Count Pepperon, Spriggan. Pepperon sounds delicious. Let him know if he ever decides to move to Gloucester, he'll always have a place here.
Lady Knocknarib, head of the King clan and ruler of Edinburgh, absent. Lady Einzel, head of the Mirror Clan and guardian of the Lake District, absent. At this time, and with High Queen Morgan's permission, the council would like to welcome the Tamlin from New Darlington. Gurk!
Goodbye, Secretary Ittery. And oh, Knocknary. Okay, the first part I got correct. The second part, the na, the ray. It's ray, not the B. Be silent. Goodbye, Secretary. For reals. Who the hell do you think you are? You think a damn secretary has a right to say my name? Come on, Mother. When are you going to stop letting these stupid secretaries run the shows already? Mother? Can't you pick someone else? Can't you pick someone less hideous? Ow. Poor secretary. He's wearing a helmet, yet still he's too ugly. Ow. What about a human with their limbs sewn to the wall? Or one who's been put to the guillotine? I swear, Mother, you're way too soft on fairies and humans alike these days. Maybe you need more excitement. Oh! Oh, that's the one who came in. Mother! It's my Tristan. My one Tamlin. My one Avalon girl. Is a brat. I mean nothing? Huh? Why so quiet all of a sudden? Isn't it your job to kick up a fuss when something unusual happens? If you can't even do that, you don't deserve to live. Would you all rather die to my string instead? If it isn't Tamlin Tristan, how good of you to grace us with your presence. You are the knight among knights who defends all of Britain, and above all, you are the High Queen's beloved daughter. The only one in all of Britain who will carry on Her Majesty's magecraft. There you go. That's it. I knew you could do it if you tried. But I still think it lacked a little something. I've got it. Patheticness. Which is why you three are going to show the others how it's done. Gah! My feet, my ankles, they're gone! Go on, jump. Let me see you hop around on those tiny little stumps. Alright, you're not supposed to spill blood here. And you three are getting it everywhere. Ugh, so rude. My one Tamlin, Tristan. My one Tamlin. This is how she be. You've gotten enough blood on the throne room floor. Just throw yourselves out the window into the pit now.
Oh, my body! I can't control my body! No, please, stop! There's no coming back from the pit!
Oof. That is just pain and suffering. Yeah. I feel like she's the only princess. She calls Morgan mother. I don't think the other Tamlins would call her mother. Or at least, Gawain doesn't seem like the type. Lancelot, maybe, but then again, I have never met her, so, And she's the most popular Tamlin in JP for this one. You know, I can see that. I can see why Tristan would be popular. She be a sadistic Ojo-sama.
Somebody please, stop that girl before she... Ah!
Goodbye. Down to the pit you go. Swoosh! Nothing but pit. Well, Mother, what do you think? Makes the meeting so much more fun, right?
What were you doing? That was Camelot's own Minister of Justice you just threw out the window! You bloodthirsty fiend! Know your place, Tristan! You think because the High Queen took in a low-class fairy like you, as her own daughter, you can... Silence, Woodwoes. This is a family matter.
That's fun. That is very fun. See? Her Majesty loves that. Time for you to learn your place. Sucks to be you, you overgrown cur. Why don't you just retire already? We're way stronger than you ever were. I like how it's a family matter. I was just watching Baki before this. I'm on top of I think the most recent season of Baki, I'm not sure, on Netflix anyways. And it's just like a family matter. Yes, indeed. Father and son over here, mother and daughter. Ah, yes.
What did you say to me, girl? Stop, Woodwoes. Don't let her drag you into her games. You're the head of the Fang Clan now. You cannot let your temper ruin our reputation.
Oh, great. Lady Gawain, the hard ass. A little more dullness to round out this boring meeting. You're lucky she showed up when she did, old-timer. Just wait. I'll take your feet next time.
Give us your report, Gawain. What transpired at the ranch in the south? Yes, High Queen. Some rebels calling themselves the Round Table Army managed to take control of the ranch. The guards you entrusted with staffs were captured, and all the humans attempted an escape. Upon learning of this, I took it upon myself to go and contain the situation without waiting for your orders. While I succeeded at wiping out the rebels, I'm afraid I also destroyed the facility and allowed 3 interlopers to escape. I'm also having the escaped humans transported here for re-education as we speak. High Queen, I am prepared to accept whatever punishment you deem fit for me. What is your ruling, High Queen? It is all right. In light of your accomplishments at Sheffield, I will overlook your failure today.
Yeah, you know, I guess in a way, maybe... Even though I don't like the bratty characters, but I get them a lot in games. Oh no, is this one of those things? Birds of a feather flock together. Oh no! Okay, maybe it's just a little bit true. I admit I can be a brat at home. I'm terrible, especially when I'm lazy. I'm just like, come on, make me food, please. Give me a plate. You know you wanna because you love me. And sometimes, most times it works.
Lift your head, Gawain. I plan to demolish that ranch in any case. While you did take it a bit too far, you've ultimately saved me the time of mobilizing the Earth Clan. Now, is there anything else you have to tell me? Yes, Your Majesty. One of the interlopers was a human you've told us about before. It was a master from proper human history.
The master of proper human history! Then, Barrel Gut was right!
There's more. One of the fairies accompanying the human appeared to be from Fairy Britain. From what I could tell, she seemed to be about 16 in human years, and she used the same kind of magecraft as you.
She... what?
What are you saying, Gawain? You don't think that fairy is a child of prophecy, do you? The child of prophecy is no more than one of Einsel's illusions. High Queen Morgan is Britain's one and only ruler. How could you believe such nonsense like a common peasant? You are a servant of the High Queen. You should be ashamed.
Oh, quit yapping, you goddamn mutt.
Now, Lady Tristan. You can't blame Lord Woodwoes for being upset. The child of prophecy is also connected to the Tintagel accident after all. You know, the coastal village that was harboring her? Well, Lord Woodwoes there is the one who razed that village to the ground, though it seems the child herself escaped him. Apparently, there was a girl of about 16 with long golden hair who managed to break through the blockade of Fang Clan fairies surrounding the village.
Oh, Woodwoes is taking this personally.
The soldiers who witnessed it said that she fought like a raging storm. They also called her the girl who uses magecraft, the Queen's second coming, and the High Queen Morgan's daughter.
Daughter? Mama? Mother? Oh. Don't you dodge my spell, Capless. That was meant to kill you. I am Mother's only daughter, got it? Oh, she's jealous. Like, how dare you mention daughter? Oh, Tristan, are you the evil step sister? I feel like this is what it is. She the evil stepsister. Like, sorry, Woodrose, I love your hair and all that, but I gotta be on my Tamlin side. I couldn't care less about the Child of Prophecy, but you better not spread rumors like that any further.
These aren't my opinions, Lady Tristan. The Fang Clan are the ones spreading these rumors. Still, think about it. Fine upper-class fairies of Camelot. The Moors continue to increase in number. A calamity is about to befall Norwich. There's Knocknarea in the north, Londinium in the south, and the recent rebellion in Sheffield. And now, we have the invader from an outside world that Lord Barrowgut warned us about. I don't believe Einsel's prophecy any more than you do, but you can't deny that the pieces are all falling into place. The Child of Prophecy is real. Or at least, the common fairies who know nothing of politics believe she is, which is enough. This is no time for our clans to be fighting amongst ourselves. We must put our people's minds at ease. So I suggest we work together to do something about it, starting with the calamity pool at Norwich. What say you?
You do have a point. Whether the Child of Prophecy is real or not, we must do something about Norwich's calamity pool. High Queen Morgan, would you be willing to send your army to Norwich to quell this disaster? I believe Lord Bogart, ruler of Sheffield, made a similar request.
I understand how you feel, Aurora, but we can't send out Camelot soldiers. Well, I'm certain Her Majesty's troops would make short work of the calamity. Sending them out would also leave Camelot vulnerable. Knocknarea is constantly on the lookout for weaknesses that she can exploit. We can't leave the castle unguarded.
I agree. The way things are going now, it's going to be the War of Spring and the War of Summer all over again. Only this war will be fought between Her Majesty and Knocknarea, the self-proclaimed queen. We do have the upper hand over her forces, but only just.
The Wars of Spring and Summer, you speak of the Fey Era war between the North and the South Fairies, yes? Indeed, the Northern Fairies have been claiming dominion over Britain for thousands of years. I thought they had settled down and agreed to submit to High Queen Morgan's rule, but it seems they're still up to their old tricks. Ah, how deplorable! Why can't they simply pledge their loyalty to our High Queen like we have done? Given the circumstances, I suppose this truly isn't the time to worry about Norwich. Though it pains me to say this as your lord, I'm afraid I have no choice but to let my residents die and...
It's like, yes, it pains me, totally pains me. Just all my residents, they're gonna just die and...
Worry not. I will use the water mirror on Norwich. It will destroy the calamity, along with most of Norwich, but the bell tower will remain intact. So long as the castle remains, it will fall to you to rebuild, Spriggan. It is time for you to demonstrate once again the skills that enabled you to take Norwich from its previous lord. If that is your will, High Queen, now how much can I expect in the way of financial aid? I will give you 1/3 of the flotsam wasting away in the West Treasury. It is a foreign detritus that has drifted here from proper human history, but you could ask for no greater reward, could you? Ooh, that sounds wonderful, Your Majesty. Thank you, thank you.
But what about the residents of Norwich? None will survive this. Isn't there anything you can do to make them evacuate, Spriggan?
Oh, I've been urging them to evacuate for some time now, but they all refuse to leave.
I wonder if they really refuse to leave, or if he's just like, hey guys, so there's a calamity going on, you should just go. Oh, you can't hear me? Oh, no one's heard me? Whoops, whatever, I tried my best.
They're either too attached to the land, or they love their jobs.
They love their jobs? Amazing! Much wow!
Or they don't think the threat is real, or they think the Child of Prophecy will save them, or some combination thereof. As great as my clan can be, I'll be the first to admit they can also be a bunch of hard-headed fools. Having said that, where would you propose they go? Salisbury? The Wind Clan city? You know just as well as I do how poorly the Earth Clan and the Wind Clans get along. It's a problem not even the High Queen herself has been able to solve. It's rare that things like this wrap up with a nice little bow, so no, I'm afraid Norwich is a lost cause. Why don't they come down to my place? We'd be happy to take in any poor refugees looking for a new home.
I recognize that figure. Beryl.
That's just the kind of place New Darlington is. Ain't that right, Lady Spinel?
Right you are, Red Beryl. I didn't know you were listening in on this boring old meeting. Are they friends? Beryl, are you interested in friends?
Now, my fair lady, don't be like that. There's nothing boring about it. These clans have agreed to put aside their many differences and focus on what's best for Britain's future, you know? You won't find a more entertaining show anywhere in the country. Not that you'll find any other show in this country either, but still. I've changed my mind. Lady Aurora, let's arrange a time to discuss the particulars of evacuating Norwich's residents to Salisbury, once this meeting is concluded. Whatever our differences, I'll gladly take over the subjecting my fellow fairies to the National Slaughterhouse Theater. These problems concern Fairy Britain, and we fairies should be the ones to resolve them. Oxford will be glad to take in refugees as well. Well, I can't stand how many rules the Earth Clan's smithing breaks. That doesn't mean I'm about to send them to a needless bloody death.
Gloucester's neutral stance remains the same as always. Our doors are always open both to refugees and to fairies who are tired of being beholden to their clan's customs.
Huh? What, now you guys are all buddy-buddy? I guess you must really hate me, huh? Man, that makes me real sad. You think High Queen Morgan's first ever boyfriend...
I mean... Okay, wait, I got this.
Man, that makes me real sad. You'd think that High Queen Morgan's first ever boyfriend and future King of Britain would get a little more respect.
So that's why he gets along with Tamlin Tristan. Because he's stepdad? Stepdad. He's the dad that stepped up. Oh. This is cursed! This is a scary family. If anything, Tamlin Tristan takes after her dad. Papa Beryl. Yeah, Beryl. Hurry up and marry Mother already. To an extent, I'm jealous. Look at you, Beryl. The most powerful fairy in all of Britain marrying a human. Freaking hilarious. And then you'll marry me next, right? Oh. Well, this is going to be an interesting family tree. Isn't that what you humans do? Marry as many people as you like? She's not wrong. But oh gosh.
Of course, Lady Spinel. But let's not rush things.
What? Okay.
No matter how much you may care for someone, the moment they belong to someone else, a lot of the shine tends to come off. There's no guarantee the same won't happen to you. Once you see me as Her Majesty's husband, you might wonder whether you ever saw me at all. So we don't want to make any hasty decisions when it comes to marriage, and who knows, maybe the partner of your dreams is even closer than you think.
Yeah, Beryl, she's gonna like me more than you. Huh? You won't have to worry about that. There's no one else for me but you. Ew! I'm just gonna stare at my Tamlin Tristan in a whole new light. She really likes him. I understand this reaction, ... It's like, ew, I don't know what to say about this.
Very well, I understand your concerns. My course of action remains unchanged from my public declaration. At the end of year 2019 and the heir of the High Queen, Fairy Britain, the land of the Fae shall rule this very planet. The walls of light that surround the British Isle will disappear, and our world shall overwrite the wicked world that lurks outside. Once it does, you shall all be free of the calamities, and a new age shall begin.
And ouch, my eyes hurt. I was too entertained. It's so bad when my eyes water up while it's still hot because it's still hot enough even at nighttime for some like slight sweat. So oof, if my eyes water up from too much entertainment and a little bit of sweat gets mixed up, oh, it stings. I hate this. I gotta wash my face again afterwards. Ouch.
Once it does, you shall all be free from free of the calamities, and a new age shall begin. I shall build a new land of fairies, and your clan shall die to serve as its foundation. Yes, High Queen! Your will is our command! Humph. Then here is my decision. Nothing need be done about the calamity pool in Norwich, so you will not advise its residents to evacuate. Regarding the Child of Prophecy, I will consider the threat that she may pose to my rule. Furthermore, once the invaders from proper human history Beryl Guts spoke about are found, they are to be captured and brought here alive. There is something I will have them tell me. If the Master Gawain Saul is also accompanied by the Child of Prophecy, so much the better. Woodwoes, Spriggan, Murian, and Aurora. You are all to assemble a team and begin your search at once. I want to see these rebels and invaders brought before my throne. Whichever clan brings them to me shall be rewarded with 500 acres of land. This meeting is now concluded. Clan heads, you are dismissed.
In all the Lost Belts, I feel like Beryl's having the most fun with his group. I thought Wodan was having fun. But no. No. It is Beryl. Him and his wife. Or soon-to-be wife.
Tamlin, here is your next mission. As before, you need not search for the Child of Prophecy.
I don't get it, Mother. What good are any of those stupid clan heads going to be? I could find the child way faster than anyone, right? All Lancelot has going for her is her speed. I can use the infinity mirror you gave me to go anywhere at the moment's notice.
There is no need. Leave the Child of Prophecy be. I will send word of my edict later. The rest is in your hands, Tamlin Gawain.
Good luck, Gawain.
You heard Her Majesty, Tristan. Can you not behave yourself even for a moment? You do know the reason she was so strict with you is because the clan heads were here, yes? She may be our all-powerful High Queen, but she still needs to keep up appearances. She can't treat you like her daughter at a council meeting, and then there's your attitude toward Beryl. How do you think it looks for the Queen's daughter to be so intimate with a human man, and the High Queen's own lover at that?
Wow, he really is recognized as her lover. Beryl, you lucky man. Them Avalon girls, no wonder they don't care for me that much, because they love him.
Have you ever considered the kind of pressure she faces? The kinds of things people say about you? Your own morals as a knight?
Just shut up, you big dumb bitch. Who the hell do you think you are lecturing me? I don't know how you even have time to worry about my rep, seeing as you're always on the lookout for your next literal romantic snack.
Oh,
romantic snack? Hey, Gawain. Hi. Would you like to come to my cafe? How many lovers have you had this year anyway? For such a big gal, you sure are good at bed hopping, aren't you? Yet she still did not let me summon her. I see how it is. Yo, these Avalon girls are built different, huh? Well, this is good lore, yes indeed. This council meeting is very productive. Yeah, I like this. This is fun. I'll beat Beryl when it comes to food. If anything. Ooh, maybe you could give me some pointers about romance sometime. I guess since you literally dig into your lovers right after you've got them in bed, it's probably more of a matter of filling your stomach than your heart, huh?
What did you say?
Just kidding. Come on, don't glare at me like that. I understand, really. I'm totally aware that your romances are always sincere. I mean, you're so awkward, you couldn't two-time someone if you tried, right? You know what they call you, right? Gawain of many loves. Gawain the Big Eater. Gosh, you poor thing. Nobody understands you, do they? They have no idea that you only jump into bed with those you really, genuinely love. Oh, she's adorable.
I'm going back to the castle. You should stay on standby until further notice.
I like how she's just like, I'm not even going to continue this conversation. Bye. Oh, pretty.
She has so much shoes. So many pairs.
Ugh. The meeting sucked so hard, I didn't get to spend any time with Mother again. And Woodrose's stench was the worst. There's nothing more foul than old game mixed with bad cologne. But he smells like a stinky old man. Spriggan's fake-ass smile made me want to puke. Miriam's goody-goody act was so transparent. And Aurora's the worst of all. Ugh, I wish I had a good excuse to rip her to pieces. Man, I hope she steps up soon. If she just acted against Mother, I could wipe her and her stupid Salisbury out all at once. Hey, are you even listening to me, Beryl? Huh? He's not here? He was right by the mirror a moment ago. Beryl, what are you doing outside of my room, Beryl? Oh, I see. He must be down at the theater. They're doing a show with those humans. Yeah, they're doing a show with those humans we captured over there today. So they make the humans fight each other, and the last one standing gets to live. What do you call it again? Gladiatorial games? I used to think it was a pain in the ass, but it's actually pretty fun. Especially the very last part where you tell them the champion gets to go free and stuff. Idiots. As if that would ever happen. Aw, humans really can be so entertaining. Then again, I guess this really isn't the time to be laughing. I know what Mother said, but I can't just let this go. Who does this child of prophecy think she is anyway? Everyone knows that I'm the only one who uses Maytrap besides Mother. She's only got one daughter, and it's me. No way I can let trash like that live. Ugh, this is pissing me off. Oh, she is breaking stuff, okay. Okay, I know what to do. Times like this, there's nothing better than shopping. Holy cow, she is just a brat. Let's see what the newspaper has today. The Knocker Company's getting out of Gloucester. New brands are coming soon. Huh, so Spriggan shop is going out of business. Well, that's too bad. Spriggan sucks, but his shop at least had good shit. Huh? Hang on. Does this mean it's gonna be replaced by... I knew it! It's gonna be a count shop. I'll say this for Miriam. She always knows what's hot. Looks like I'll be going shopping in Gloucester again then. Plus, she also mentioned she was getting things ready for a special auction. Fine by me. I'll make it an auction nobody will ever forget. Oh no. Oh no. No fear. But watch, when she sees me, she's gonna want me instead. I will win her over instead of Beryl. To an extent, I want to be like Beryl, you can have her, but no, because she's the only Avalon girl that actually came home to me. I can't be that rude. Look, Misaki, you can see the city off in the distance now. It might have taken us a whole day, but we're almost to Gloucester.
Yup, and now that we're here, we shouldn't have to worry about the Queen's soldiers coming after us for a while. Gloucester belongs to Miriam, the head of the Wing clan, and fighting is against the law there. She doesn't pick fights with any of the other clans, and she's not completely under Morgan's thumb either. As far as Mirian is concerned, this is an autonomous region that just happens to have diplomatic relations with Fairy Britain. That's how she tells it anyway.
Is that why Morgan's army won't attack here?
Even Morgan only has limited power in Gloucester. As for why that is, well...
Well, I've only seen those two Tamlins so far. Yeah, Tristan would be the one I'd want to bonk the most. But actually, no, instead of avoiding to fight, it'd be Tristan too. Part of me would want to avoid her at the same time, like, oh gosh, no, this brat. It's like, she's so bonkable, but at the same time, nah. At least with Gawain, I feel like if I feed her enough magical energy, she'll love me. It'd be fine.
You can tell something's different here, right, Da Vinci? Say, with the monodensity.
I'm glad you brought that up. I was just going to ask about that. There's nothing wrong with my gadgets, but the ones powered by magical energy are refusing to work. Is that because of this area's unique mystic traits? Because the rules of this world itself are different here?
Exactly. As to why, well, that gets into the nature of fairies themselves. And not just here in Fairy Britain, this applies to proper human history as well. Like how there are several different kinds of fairies. Some are former gods fallen from grace, others are accumulations of human and animal animosity, and bits and pieces of their souls. They're essentially thoughts and feelings with nowhere else to go, wrapped up in the shell made from human rumors. These sorts of fairies only exist because human society exists, and strictly speaking, they're not pure fairies. Pure fairies are those that form within the planet or the planet's inner sea, and whose existence is in no way contingent on human civilization. In the Magecraft world, fairies born with a planet's inner sea are known as great fathers and great mothers. You can think of them as divided spirits of Earth's soul. Yes, that's close enough. In scope, they're comparable to personified nature gods, but unlike gods, they don't impose any rules on humans. Great fathers and mothers are pure supernatural beings. In this Lost Belt, fairies of that rank who appear on Earth's surface, either through some sort of mistake or on a mission from the planet itself, are known as A-Rays. In proper human history, the fairy who lent King Arthur his sacred sword was a great mother. And I'm guessing proper human history's Morgan also inherited that great mother's authority. Though of course, Morgan's father was also King Uther, and the ancient king of Britain, so I suppose that would make her a human-fairy hybrid. King Arthur, on the other hand, is a human-dragon hybrid. They may seem similar on the surface, but deep down, they couldn't be more different.
Yeah, and fairy type beats dragon type. Oh, how so?
The fact that one ultimately decided to defend humanity and the other mystics. King Arthur chose Britain where humans could thrive, and Morgan chose Britain where mystics could thrive. As for which one chose correctly, well, your own proper human history bears that out. If mystics had continued to rule Britain, it would have resulted in it being excised from all of human history. But I digress, getting back on track. A-Rays are equivalent to a great mother, but possess a will of their own. They have a unique ability to remake the world around them according to their inner truth, or rather, their essence. This phenomenon is called Fey Domain. It's a grand mystic that only very powerful fairies possess. And A-Rays generate descendants, or terminals if you prefer, simply by existing. These descendants are called Forest Children and Stone Children, and they're the majority of fairies in Fairy Britain. These descendants may have only a tiny fraction of A-Ray's power, but that doesn't change the fact that they're descendants. And some of these descendants have more A-Ray blood in them than others. Mirian, the head of the Wing Clan and the Lord of Gloucester, is one of them. All that is to say that Gloucester has a Fey domain that can be quite a pain in the neck. A domain that takes Mirian's temperament and mischievous nature and turns it into the law that denies strength itself.
Oh no! Denying strength itself? A law that denies strength itself? So the weak become strong and vice versa?
It did behave like that for a long time. Yeah, for a time, but now it's a little different. These days, nobody's allowed to bring strength achieved through training into Gloucester. All who enter, even Morian herself, are left with no more than the strength they were born with.
I'm gonna be as strong as a baby. So it's a city where everyone goes back to being level 1. But that sounds pretty egalitarian, but level 1?
Yep. The ones most adamant about making rules are also the ones with a way around them. So it's probably safe to assume that Miriam's the only one in the city who doesn't have to play by her rules. And if that's true, it also means her word is the law there. So keep that in mind.
It sounds like this A-ray term is unique to this lost belt. In our world, they'd probably be close to elementals or true ancestors. So are there any other fairies that have inherited these A-ray's powers? Maybe the other clan heads? Like, does Aurora have a fate domain too? No, she doesn't. Most fairies with that kind of power end up being excluded from their clans. Sometimes they're outright ostracized, other times they're unable to control their own laws and end up falling apart.
Yep. Of the 6 clan heads, the only ones who can impose their fate domain on the others are Miriam and Nocnare. Most of the other domain holders fall apart and become ghosts wandering the countryside. They're called night calls, and depending on how you look at them, they can be even scarier than a Tamlim. Okay everyone, we're almost to Gloucester. I know this is a surprise, but I'm actually a member of the Fang Clan, so I'd rather not go inside if I can help it. I'll be camping out here while you do your business, so just call for me when you're ready to leave. And just so there's no misunderstanding, let me be perfectly clear. Despite how I look, I'm not a wind fairy, I'm a Fang fairy. I'm sure you must be shocked, but it's true.
Yeah, I had no idea. Whatever you say, buddy. Yeah, I had no idea. Wow, amazing. Thank you for telling us. Thanks, Redrabit.
Okay, let's split up. I'll go with Da Vinci and Misaki will go with Artoria. The auction will be held at night, so kill the time however you like. Anything glows in Gloucester, so you'll find a lot of fairies living it up here. You still have that money you earn in Salisbury, right? Well, you can use it here too, so don't be afraid to cut loose. Girls love to go shopping together, right? Well, now's your chance.
I'm just gonna use all my money.
So how about you, Da Vinci? Is there anywhere you'd like to go? We could go to a cafe, but personally, I'd recommend the Warped Observatory. It's so dizzying, it'll make you want to throw up.
Oberon's smart. He's going with Da Vinci because Da Vinci probably has the most money out of all of us. And Oberon's broke. Makes sense. Oh, 4. He's already headed there. Why even ask in the first place? Anyway, I know this is short notice, guys, but are you alright with this? You are? Okay, I'll play along then. Good luck, Da Vinci. Wait up, Oberon! Aren't there any museums around here? With so many fairies in this lost belt, there has to be at least one painter. Castoria, let's go on a date now. We will bond. There they go. Well, for the time being, shall we get going? And then by next year, I shall be able to summon her because we'll be besties. For the time being? I'm sorry. This is all happening so suddenly that I'm still catching up. Well, we've already come this far. No sense holding back now, I guess. Now that we're in Gloucester, we may as well enjoy it. Come on, I'll show you around.
Ooh, a tour.
Whoa, so this is Gloucester. There's so many things that seem vaguely off here. Whoa, so this is Gloucester. It's very strange, isn't it? I felt the same way the first time I came here too. Oh, yeah, I guess that would be true about me and Beryl. His priority is the waifus. Oh no! Okay, that's the one thing that I guess I'd have in common with him. Prioritizing waifus and husbandos. Faraway things look big and close things look tiny. Sometimes Sometimes there's pink rain, sometimes the main street is covered in rainbows. I want to see the rainbows. Sometimes boys become girls and girls become boys. Oh, that's fun! Basically, it's a whirlwind of constant change. The last time I came here, I got 0 out of 10 in a princess pageant. Yo, 0 out of 10? That's impressive. A girl wearing a scarf made out of insect thread made me take off all my clothes and... Stop, please, TMI. Your clothes? Why? She, said that they were so ugly that I'd be better off without them. I wonder what that girl's up to now. I sure hope she's not doing too well. I'll have to get her back if I ever see her again. Oh? I haven't seen you two around before. Are you here for tonight's auction? Huh. I never would have thought to have my human stand out more than me. You know, possessions that make people envious are all the rage in Gloucester right now. Is that why you made yourself look so plain? So you could dress up your human instead? Yes, indeed. I am wearing a fancy outfit, aren't I? I'm wearing my Halloween costume. I am fancy. It's brilliant. I'll have to try it myself. She's making that face again. I think I'm starting to see what the deal is. Speaking of the auction, could you tell us more about it? You mean about the merchandise being put up? The fairy with the iron weapon? Well, apparently, they're a bad fairy from another world who rebelled against the High Queen. I'd love to attend the auction too, especially since there'd be no problem keeping a criminal as a slave. But since you need an invitation for this one, I decided to give up and just enjoy a night on the town. Oh, it's a special auction. Time to go steal myself an invitation. Or not steal, I just gotta fight someone for it. I'm sorry. I know I should have been the one to ask, but I just kind of froze. Don't worry about it. It's okay to take it easy. That's okay. Now, what do we do about the invitation? Let's go fight someone. Hey, you! Do you have an invitation? I challenge you! Well, we won't be able to get one on our own. They're only sent out to upper-class fairies. I don't like it, but it looks like our only option is sneaking into the auction hall. But don't worry, there's no one better at stealth magecraft than me. Just you wait. This time, I'm gonna show you what I can really do. Alright, got it. What is this deja vu I'm feeling? Merlin, what kind of spells did you teach her? I bet he only taught her like level 1 spells, and all these places are at least level 5 or more. Right. Got it. Help! Is anyone there? My pet mice just escaped from their cage. I promise I'll make it worth your while if you can catch them. Just please help me. Mice? Huh? It looks like there's a bunch of tiny creatures running towards us. What do you think we should do, Misaki? Let's catch them. This is straight out of Straw Millionaire. I don't know what Straw Millionaire is, so let's catch them. Alright, she's still getting her bearings here, isn't she? Oh well, nothing to be done now. And of course, Merlin's lessons would be fun. Even if they're not that helpful. Sorry, just thinking out loud. Okay, let's get this battle started. I'm pretty sure you're going to regret this, but at least it'll be a good lesson. Huh? Wait, what? Why am I gonna regret this? What? Hey, what you talking about? Why would I regret this? No! I would never. Oh. Oh, I understand. Level 1, Miriam's knowledge of the outer world. Oh, yeah. I understand now. And okay, that's a folktale. But oh, yep. Well, time to suffer. Mice for breeding. Wait, what did it have? What's going on? Confusion. Chance to skill seal each turn. Well, let's just go for it. Sheesh. Yeah, time to hope for the best. There ain't no fear here. No fear indeed. Why would I feel fear here? Yeah, no fear.
星は粛清し悪の剣によって裁かれる。それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなく。
These are terrifying mice. But yo, I got this. I'm a professional. I can catch these mice. I mean, they're giant. I could easily catch them, right? Look at me catching some mice. They're so huge. I like how they take up most of the screen. It would be my worst nightmare if they also took away my ability for noble phantasm or skill. But nah, this is alright. Even as level 1, I'm a tough baby. Tough enough. Ouch. They were going easy on the mice, yes indeed. Woohoo! Just one more mouse. Got him! Well, Molay's having fun. She's having lots and lots of fun. Those were mice? My eyes are still flashing. Those were mice? Big things seem small and small things seem big. That's just what happens in Gloucester sometimes. Now do you understand? Thanks. Weirdos with too much time on your hands. Here you go, a generous coupon. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go make a bundle with my mice here. Later! Thank you for the coupon. A coupon, huh? Let's see. Knocker Company, Surprise and Security. Oh wow, it's for S&C. Do you know it? Spriggan and Capless, I mean. It's very Britain's very first department store. Grandpa told me all about it. This is great, and look, according to the map, it's not far from here. Come on, Misaki, let's go check it out. Looks like it's already gone out of business. Some generous coupon this turned out to be. Yeah, looks like it's already gone out of business. Oof. They're already building another store in its place too. Looks like it's just called Count. I've never heard of that one before. But I can see they've got shoes, bags, hats, dresses. Oh wow! Everything in display looks amazing. They're trim and shiny and elegant all at once. I bet they'd be so much fun to wear. I bet those boots would look absolutely perfect on you, Misaki. I want to try on the boots now. Just look at those brilliant... Yeah, just look at that brilliant blue color. It's so neat, so clean, and so clear. It feels like you could lose yourself in it for days. Huh, not bad. You've got a pretty decent eye. But would you mind keeping it down a bit? I'm trying to stay incognito, so I don't want to attract too much attention. Oh, sorry. I'm from a very small town, so... I see. So what? You wanted to see the big city before a calamity shows up and kills you or something? You're lucky you're not one of those cheeky Gloucester fairies. You're also lucky your ankles aren't to my taste. Be grateful your boots are so frumpy. They are? I guess they are, huh? Still, they're very practical. An odd goggy could go to town on them, and I wouldn't feel anything. You actually have to worry about goggy bites? You must come from a real hick town. I mean, you've got the looks of a pretty upper-class wind fairy, but you're stuck doing your own farming. Man, it must be rough out on the sticks with with so few human slaves to do the heavy lifting. This is weird. Really weird. Don't you think this conversation is weird? She's really staring at me. Oh crap, she obviously suspects something. She's staring at me. Is she into me? No, I don't think so. It's just neither Misaki nor I are used to dealing with the city fairies, so... Not used to them, huh? I see. So that's why you're not scared of me. It feels like there's more to it than that, though. That's strange. How come I'm not pissed off? I usually hate every fairy I meet. Oh well, I guess that's just how some days go. Plus, there's the auction coming up. Oh? Are you interested in the auction? Do you actually have an invitation? Oh, well... We actually came here for the auction. But we didn't know we needed an invitation to get in. I see. An invitation, huh? You know, I do have an extra one. But I'd sooner feed it to a ghost than give it to you. That's it! Finally, an expression that suits you. It's about time you learned your place, you uppity hick. Trust me. A girl like you's at least 100 years too young for the auction house. Come back when you're at least a little more grown up. Oh wait, that's right. Low-class fairies like you don't even live for 100 years, do you? Guess you'll just have to make the most of your life in the dirt with the goggies while it lasts then. A gape! She was, quite the fairy, wasn't she? You know, as rude as she was, it kind of seemed like she was quite the fairy, wasn't she? Yes, she was. I wonder if I said anything that offended her. That was a thing. I half expected her to want me, like, that fairy, I want to, or that human, I want to adopt them. But no. She didn't want me. Ooh, it's nighttime. An invitation? Of course I've already got one. What about it? Eh? Nice! I should have known you'd have everything covered, Oberon. Guess you'll have to unveil your grand magecraft another time, Artoria. Unfortunately, we weren't able to procure any formal dress. But since Oberon is so, dazzling, I think we should be able to get in as part of his entourage.
Of course. Miriam's something of a friend of mine.
Of course she's your friend, Oberon, sure.
We'll have some of the best seats in the house. So no, getting in won't be a problem. The problem is what happens once the auction starts. The bidding on MASH won't start until the very end. At which point, I'll be able to offer up to 70 million more pounds. It's all counterfeit, of course, but it should be fine as long as no one works that out tonight.
How did you get so much... 70 million more pounds? How? How? Even if it's counterfeit.
The real problem is whether it'll be enough to outbid any other prospective buyers with odd tastes. Usually, 70 million more pounds would be more than enough, but given the, product, things are probably going to get ugly. If things get bad enough, I could have to put up my whole Welsh forest as collateral.
70 million more pounds? That's enough to buy a mansion and a butler to take care of it. Sheesh! I feel like Oberon's the greatest scammer here. He is the #1 scammer in my Chaldea. And you're worried it still might not be enough? Just what are they saying about this product anyway?
Alright, I'll tell you. But try to contain your surprise. They're saying the fairy is supposedly a traveler from another world with an iron weapon. And the new child of prophecy.
Shock! Suspense!
Familiar silhouettes. For the most part.
Good evening, ladies and gentle fairies. Welcome to Closter's auction house. Why put off until tomorrow what you can have today? Who cares about clan pride when you can boost your own brand? We know what you want, which is why we are once again proud to present a wide array of items sure to pique your interest. Have you taken a look at our catalog? Have you found any items that speak to you? Wonderful, wonderful. I can see you're all enthralled by our selection. Then let's get right to it, shall we? We hope you enjoy this latest Lady Murian production. It's starting. I see, so you say your bid yourself, huh? In most auctions, the buyer quietly holds up a sign and an agent then bids for them. But it looks like the agents aren't allowed in this auction, so we have to shout our bids ourselves. What is it, Oberon? Are you nervous about something? Are you nervous?
Did you see the third item up for auction? It's one of Shakespeare's unpublished manuscripts. Maybe it's Flotsam that drifted here from proper human history. Man, now I'm really curious.
Oberon, no. No, do not use your money there. I will bring you to Shakespeare.
Maybe I'll just waste a little money bidding on it. No, what am I saying? I have to bid on it.
Oh, no you don't. We're only here for one thing, the Child of Prophecy. Besides, if you bid on something now, they'll notice your cash is counterfeit by the time they get to her. Just do your best to resist. If you want an original work from a famous artist that badly, I'll make you something myself.
Well, really? I didn't want to be the one to bring it up because I thought it would be a bit, gosh. But now that you're saying it's okay? Okay, Da Vinci, I'm gonna hold you to that. Just let me know when you need me to pose for my portrait.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
Oberon, you gotta resist!
I can see this place is nothing new for Oberon. I feel a lot better knowing that. Knowing this, knowing that. I feel a lot better about this knowing that. Okay, I'm just going to sit quietly until our auction comes up. Besides, I don't want to stand out too much anyway. And now, it's time to introduce our last item of the day. I'm sure you've all heard the rumors. This is the treacherous rebel who posed a threat to our High Queen. The child of our beloved Ainsel promised would save Britain. This brave child attacked Camelot with an iron weapon none had ever seen before, crawled out of the great pit, and even made a miraculous return from the nameless woods. Is the prophecy real? Is this child our savior? It's time for all of you to see for yourselves. I give you our final lot number, the Child of Prophecy. Okay, I did not expect that. I love this. Well, I do want to summon Gramps. I love it. If I buy him, can I summon him? Can I keep him in my Chaldea forever? Huh? And yeah, they didn't say that the Child of Prophecy was a girl. I love it. Blah? Grandpa?
Well, excuse the hell out of me for being old. Wait, hang on. Who was that? Say that to my face, why don't ya?
Grandpa of the cage. Again, I love this. This is gonna be good for like a thumbnail later. Easy there. Ladies and gentle fairies, please, let's all take it easy. This man's attitude may be as foul as his mouth, but his magical energy is truly impressive. What's more, he's a gifted craftsman capable of forging wares that put all the blacksmiths of Norwich to shame. And since the Child of Prophecy was supposedly apprenticed to a superb artisan, even Lady Muriel agrees that there's a 20, no, 30% chance that this man is a Child of Prophecy.
Shut up! How many times I gotta tell ya? I ain't the goddamn Child of Prophecy!
30% chance.
I'm Senji Muramasa, a lone servant. Now let me out of this cage, damn it!
I don't know what's going on here, but that's definitely Senji Muramasa, the foreign god's disciple. What's he doing in Britain? And why is he up for auction? You know that man? Oh, then does it mean he's not MASH? Yeah, that ain't MASH. No, he's definitely not MASH, but I want to buy him. But he's also not a stranger I can abandon.
Gramps! A servant? So he's a servant too, huh? I see, so that's why.
Yo, if there's a 30% rate up for him, I would take that too.
Fairies here don't know what servants are, and they can't tell them apart from fairies. So we have a servant who came from another world, with an iron weapon who defied the queen. No wonder they thought he was a Child of Prophecy, but he's not. This is practically fraud.
So what do we do now? The bidding's already started. We save him, of course.
Got it. Leave it to me. Luckily, everyone else seems caught off guard too. So 70 million more pounds should be more than enough. Let's start with a million and take it from there.
The bidding starts at 1 million more pounds, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 4.5, 5 million. Lady Artoria's party is now in the lead with a bid of 5 million more pounds. Do I hear 5.5? Why did you use my name?
Don't you think it's much more exciting that way? The Child of Prophecy buying another Child of Prophecy. That's one for the history books. Oberon!
That's 5 million more pounds, going once, going twice. 10 million. I hear 10 million more pounds. Things are really heating up now. Do I hear 11 million?
Aw crap, forget it. I see where this is going, I'm out.
20 million. I bid 20 million more pounds. Oh, enough of this. 70 million. Girl, we don't got that much money. Not even fake money. 70 million? I thought 7 million was impressive. 70 million. Oh no.
What are you doing, Artoria? You don't just lay all your cards on the table at once in a bidding war.
Artoria's definitely not one to hold back. That might not have been a great move. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. 70 million. I hear 70 million more pounds. So to the party of 100 million more pounds. 100 million. 100 million. I don't know what kind of noble rich clan you come from, but you have no business being here. The day someone like you outbids me is a day of... Yeah, the day someone like you outbids me is a day all of Britain falls, so obviously it's never ever happening. Oh yeah? That's what you think? Okay, in that case... I bid 101 million more pounds with Oberon's land as collateral. Sorry, Oberon.
Are you nuts? My land won't even bring in 10 million.
I'm afraid I can no longer make a call on this auction. What say you, Lady Miriam? Which of these buyers has the more certain purchasing power? Very well, step down, auctioneer. Difficult decisions like these are mine to take. Whether genuine or not, the fact remains that this child of prophecy is the main draw of tonight's auction. Whoever buys him must demonstrate not just wealth, but standing. So at this time, I would like to ask both remaining bidders to please come up to stage. Ah, so that's how it is. I'm glad you understand how these things work, Miriam. No one has more standing than me. Looks like the new money's headed for the executioner's block. Oh crap, we've been called up to the stage. This is unheard of for an auction. Is this just how they do things in Gloucester or Oberon?
No, I've never heard of anything like this before either. Damn it, Miriam. What are you up to? Artoria, I'm sure this is some kind of trap. It's best if you stay in your seat. If you go up on that stage, you're going to regret... Why is Artoria's chair empty?
I'm afraid you're too late, Oberon. She's already took Misaki's hand and headed for the stage.
Damn it! Why does she have to pick now of all times to develop an impulsive streak?
I prefer the Artorias who are obsessed with food, rather than this one, like the one who would spend all money and land on an auction. That is terrifying. Well, here I am on the stage now for some reason. Why did you bring me up here too? Well, here I am on the stage now for some reason. I need you to fight beside me. Please, I don't want to do this alone. Then let's start with you, Lady Spinel. Or should I say, Tamlin Tristan? Yep, that works. I am the daughter of High Queen Morgan, and the artist of blood. I am the fairy with the most gorgeous dresses of all. I am Tamlin Tristan, the one who will one day own all of Britain. Well, your turn, little girl. Go on, share your pathetic name with all of us. Oh man, it's the fairy we met earlier. What do I do, Misaki? I can't believe she's a Tamlin, and she's Morgan's daughter too? I swear, why do all these things always happen to me? See? I knew you couldn't do it. But hey, of course you couldn't. What fairy could ever compare to me anyway? You put up a good fight, but you're still just, hey. You're that girl? Okay. I'll be nice and let you off. Then allow me to introduce her instead. This fairy comes from the village of Tintagal and will turn 16 this year. This miraculous child wields magecraft she taught herself, just like our queen did, and she also managed to slip a dragnet laid by Woodwose himself. Uh-oh. Anu, hello.
Welcome, Pun Brigade.
I hope your stream went by well, Rabbit. Please, take a good look, everyone. That is a staff of selection she holds in her hands. Her name is Artoria, and she is a genuine child of prophecy.
Oh. Oh no, Miriam, how dare you?
Miriam, don't do that to Artoria, please, no. Castoria isn't ready. How's fate treating me tonight? I love it. I love the craziness of this, it's fun. What's more, the attendant beside her is a visitor from the outside world. She is the traveling star who will guide the child of prophecy, the other light that will save Britain. Her name is Misaki, and she is a human and master from proper human history.
Miriam, no!
What? She knows about Misaki too? No violence, please, Lady Tristan. The bidding is not yet over. Now that you're both here on the stage, you both have an obligation to try and complete your bids. But unfortunately, Tamlin Tristan and Artoria, the child of prophecy, you're equally matched. Neither of you has an edge over the other in wealth or standing, so these can't be the determining factor here. You think she and I are equally matched? What are you, blind and stupid? I'll class her in every conceivable way. Strength, beauty, elegance. It's not even a contest. What say you to that, visitor from another world? Miriam just wants entertainment. She's like, this is my neutral world. This is fun. I want to see them fight. Who would you say is worth more? Lady Tristan or Lady Artoria? Clearly it's Tristan. Just kidding, it's Artoria. She has not let me summon her yet. I gave her way more Saint Quartz than Tristan, and she said no to me, so she's worth more. You're dead. You hear me? Dead. Very well then, how about magecraft? Both of you practice magecraft, which is considered pretty useless in Britain. Magecraft itself may be nigh worthless, but fairies who use it are rare and valuable. And here, we have two of them, the High Queen's own daughter and the Child of Prophecy. Since both of these children are equally matched, perhaps they can settle this with a bit of... they can settle this bid with magecraft. After all, they both consider magecraft to be something truly valuable. So surely, a display of their magecraft would show what they are both truly made of. So you want me to kill the shit stain with just magecraft? Works for me. I'll play along. I was planning on ripping her apart sooner or later anyway. Humph. If you're the queen's daughter, then you probably grew up in a fancy castle never wanting for anything, huh? Then there's no way I'm losing to a pampered brat like you. So what if you're Tamlin? We country girls are a lot tougher than you think. That's how it goes when you eat fresh veggies every day of your entire life. This'll be interesting to see. I don't mind having to redo it. Oh. Oh, she has a thing. Okay. I see. Yeah, that's a little bit intimidating. But no fear, not at all. Yeah, no fear. Let's just be immortal.
それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなく、あなたは星をかざすでしょう。
We believe in you, Child of Prophecy. And Gramps is in the cage just watching all this. And gosh darn it, I ain't no prize of yours. Oh, she hits hard. I see.
もちろんやります。ここで
That is just ouch.
ここまでやれば。
It's okay, I believe in her. Ooh, unable to act. Hoo.
やります。やります。
Let's just bonk her normally.
ここで。ここまでやれば。
The power of magecraft. And just in case, I just feel like the slightest tinge of fear. I gotta give her extra invincible, make her extra buff.
もちろんやります。
Because if she actually doesn't over phantasm, there's like
どれ
fear.
ほど遠く汚れても、私は星を探すのです。さあ、幕を開けて。アラウンドカリバーン。
Like regular Tristan would be like, oh sadness, sadness indeed. This Tamlin Tristan makes me feel sad. So sad. So very, very sad. But this is fun. Yay! And I'll do at least this one part. Hoo. That face. No fair! That didn't count. I wasn't ready that time. This isn't my actual power. I have plenty of magecraft if I just went back to the castle. Magecraft is built on hard work and steady effort. You could have used so many things here once you ran out of the magecraft trinkets you had on you. For example, this carpet would go up in flames at the drop of a hat, or those lamps could turn into bombs with a little magical energy. But instead, you just threw up your hands as soon as you ran out of the tools you brought with you. Really? Now listen and listen good. You're at least 100 years too young to learn magecraft. Why don't you start with parlor tricks? Yes, nailed it. You freaking bitch! That's enough. We have a winner. As Lady Artoria's magecraft is superior, she'll be the one to purchase this suspected child of prophecy. This concludes tonight's auction. Thank you all for coming, and please take care on your way home. The suspected child of prophecy, okay. That goes for you too, Lady Tristan. I suggest you hurry back home sooner than later. I'm fine with Artoria's trash talk, it's funny. As I recall, you're supposed to be behaving yourself in Darlington tonight. I suspect even the High Queen would be cross with you once she heard that you were actually here in Gloucester. You're taking the Child of Prophecy's side, Miriam? No, Lady Tristan. I'm helping the High Queen save face for making you a Tamlin. I can clean dirt off my auction hall floor easily enough, but the High Queen's dignity is not so easily restored. You see, some fairies are bound to take issue with your selfish antics and lose respect for the High Queen. I'm sure I don't have to tell you how fickle fae folk can be. And I, for one, would not wish to increase Knocknarai's numbers. Fine, I'll go then. Next time, Miriam, you'll have to come see me in Camelot. As a fellow lover of art, I'd love for you to take a look at my collection. You know, I also like art. So maybe that's why Tamlin and Tristan came home, because I do like art. Oh man, it's finally over! That was so nerve-wracking. I thought for sure we were all gonna die. But that girl actually beat Lady Tristan. I can't believe it. She's no taller than me and she has about the same amount of magical energy as me. But she carries herself with so much dignity. She's amazing, unbelievably amazing. Phew. Good thing things worked out, huh? Did you hear a voice coming from backstage too? Sorry, no. My nerves just caught up to me, so now my knees are knocking and my ears are ringing. Still, I couldn't just sit back and do nothing. She may have been dozens of times stronger than me. But the way she was acting, when she called herself Tristan, well, I just started seeing red. Yup, I never expected to run into a second Tamlin already. Same, Da Vinci. But hey, at least you won your magecraft battle against her. That was great. The only problem now is...
Huh. I'm back to normal now that the cage is gone. How the hell that work?
Wait, back to normal now that the cage is gone? Does that mean the cage made him look extra tiny or something? Well, hey Gramps. Now you're mine. Yeah, Barrel do what Barrel wanna do. He can be the most fickle dude ever. And that's why Morgan and Tamlin Tristan love him. Our newly freed compatriot, Muramasa. I didn't have time to tell you and Oberon this before, Artoria. But while Muramasa here is also a heroic spirit from the outside world, that doesn't mean he's on our side. He's a disciple of the foreign god, which means he's working against proper human history. So, he's your enemy, Misaki? But didn't you call him Grandpa earlier? That's because he is a grandpa. It's a long story. That's because he's a grandpa. Onui and Tosuke.
Don't bother explaining. We've just had a few other run-ins, that's all. I ain't exactly mortal enemies with these people, but we ain't exactly friends either. We just keep running into each other for better or worse. Ain't that right, Misaki? If you want to fight me, I'll fight you. If you don't, that's fine too. I'll even brew you a cup of tea if you want. Like they say, even chance acquaintances are divine ordinances. Anyway, I gotta say, girlie, between that staff and that outfit, that was a hell of a show you put on. You really nailed that last line of yours too. Gotta say, you British mages are a real breath of fresh air.
Thank you. Wow, Gramps is so nice to her. Then again, this is Gramps. Misaki! What's with this guy? He looks so young but acts so old. He's also got a terrible aura about him, but I don't sense any hostility from him at all. Okay, just hang on, Muramasa. That doesn't change the fact that you're still a threat to us. So for now, let me just ask you this. How did you end up in that cage?
I could have kept this to myself forever and died happy. But I suppose you got a right to know. Alright, I'll keep it quick.
True! Shiro and Saber are reunited, sort of.
After you people left Olympus, the foreign god gave me a new order. Told me to infiltrate the British Lost Belt and take care of its king. She also said something about how this place was still growing when it was supposed to be no more. Rasputin had his hands full with something else, and we couldn't get a hold of Limbo.
Yeah, you couldn't get a hold of Limbo because he's stuck in the jar.
So I made my way here and broke into this big castle at this Lost Belt center alone. Those Tamlin Whatsits were so taken aback that I didn't have any trouble making my way to the throne room. But just when I was about to take the queen's head, someone crazy strong flew in at me out of nowhere. The next thing I knew, I'd been knocked clean out of the throne room. I tried to fight her off in the air, but she just swatted me down into a big hole outside the castle. She also punched a bunch of holes in my spirit core in the couple of seconds it took before I fell into the hole. A normal servant would have probably died about, 12 times from that. But unfortunately, the foreign god did something unnatural to my body to keep me alive. So I woke up later, still kicking. Once I was able to move about again, it took me 3 days to crawl out of the hole. I'd broken my sledgehammer during the fight, so I stopped by a village with a blacksmith, and spent another 3 days there fixing it. On my way home, I got lost in some weird woods and wandered around aimlessly for another 3 days before I collapsed. Then I spent another 3 days in captivity after some unsavory fairies found me unconscious near the road. After that, they sold me to the strange city, where I spent the last 5 days talking and showing off what I can do with the forge. So there you have it. Embarrassing as it is, I still ain't got nothing of note here.
Oh, Gramps. That's a lot more peaceful than I thought it would be. That's very peaceful. Wow. Yeah, same here. My first thought will always be Grandpa for this. Grandpa from Shimosa stood out so much. Onui and Tosuke are so adorable. Are you kidding? Just making it to Morgan's throne room is incredible. In the 2,000 years of the era of the High Queen, no warrior has ever made it all the way there before.
Yeah?
And you're an experienced smith too. The catalog said you can make anything.
Well, yeah.
But you're still a bad servant, huh? I guess we'll just have to kill you here then. Automatic.
Isn't it a servant's actions to date that determine whether they're good or bad, Artoria? Servants are basically mercenaries. All that matters is who they currently have a contract with, and what they're going to do next. Who are you? Another servant? I'm Oberon, and yes, I'm a proper human history servant who was summoned to Britain a little before you all got here. Senji Muramasa, was it? It sounds like you want to take out Queen Morgan as much as we do. How about we team up just until we defeat her? Yesterday's enemy is today's friend and all that. Besides, don't you think it would be better for us to put all of our wood behind one arrow, so to speak? Good point. I doubt I'll be getting any other help out here. Sounds like a pretty good suggestion to me.
What do you think, Misaki? I know Senji Muramasa is one of the foreign god's disciples, but he's also always been relatively reasonable. This alter ego version of him might not be the same guy that helped us out in Shimosa, but he's still the same person at heart. I don't think he's the kind of guy to go back on his word. I'd be thrilled to have his help, but... What about you, Artoria? Huh? You want this old guy to come with us? I mean, this old young guy to come with us? I'd love that. Blacksmiths are never bad people, you know. Putting Artoria's curious blacksmith fangirling aside for the moment. Are you sure you're okay with this, Muramasa? I mean, we're not exactly friends with the foreign god. You don't think she might consider this a betrayal? He won't just suddenly explode or something?
What? No. The hell do you take me for anyway? Besides, this ain't a betrayal at all. I'm just a swordsmith who accepted a job from the foreign god. Loyalty ain't part of it. Hell, if I owe anyone a debt, it's that girl over there. You saved my bacon, so now I owe you. The child of prophecy, yeah, I heard about you. If you just want me to stick around till you defeat the queen, I'm game. It doesn't even conflict with my contract with the foreign god.
Yay! Muramasa joined our party. Nice to have you, Gramps. If you're all done, can I say something now? Wait, we were doing this on the stage the whole time. I feel kind of bad for the MC. The MC's like, I don't want to ruin their moment, but this is taking a while. Thank you for bidding with Gloucester Auction House. Now then, our proprietor would like to extend her congratulations on your purchase while we take care of the financial side of things. So if you'll please come with me, I'll take you to Lady Miriam, the Lord of Gloucester. She's expecting you at her mansion. And then the fake money thing is revealed. Whoopsies, my bad. Hoo hoo hoo. But yeah, that's pretty good. Close to finishing section 4. I'd go on some more, but I do have 2 research projects due on Friday. I started on 1 so far. I really did. I was being good today. I at least started it. Not close at all. At least a start. But by the time it's Friday, I'm gonna have it done, so it's all good, because it's due on Friday anyways. So yeah, I gotta be good. I hate research projects. They hurt me, just because I have to make sure they're proper sources. So with that being said, thank you everyone for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day in epic gacha luck. Oh man, I can't wait to see Miriam. But for now, I got to be a good student, or at least a decent student, making up for my surprise quiz today. Which I probably still got a good score on, not gonna lie, but still, just in case, gotta be good. So see you guys later. Bye bye! Homework.